is it? Don't let them see me. Don't let them see me. Are they here? Are they here? I actually can't tell. Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Review. Before we get this thing going, I do have to issue a quick retraction. And that retraction is that last episode we said that the Manhattan Project comparison was not Manhattan Project, what the heck? Mandela Project. Manhattan Project is something entirely different. Let's ignore that. The Mandela Project inspiration was not clear last episode, and actually since then I've gone back, looked in the description, and it does in fact say inspired by the Mandela Project and a link to I guess volume 1 of said project. So that base has in fact been covered. Sorry that we didn't make that clear last time. That being said, now we kind of know what we're in for, myself included. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started and subject ourselves to it. And by we, of course, I mean myself and the alternate guest on our alternate quest, Aiden de Best.
Hello, I am here. I make very spotty appearances on the channel nowadays because work. Hopefully, I can make more appearances. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, and before we actually review the whole Aphmau thing, a little production update on Fallen Angles.
Okay, you do that. I realize I forgot to get popcorn, so you go and tell them. I'll still hear it.
I have made 2 scenes, or well, I'm about to export 1 scene. I made a scene and export it, and I'm about to export a scene. I'm just kind of doing the like putting it all together. But yeah, so that's good. This marks after I export a scene, that means I have 3 scenes less in the episode. Granted, one of them is a bit of a long. No, I have 4 scenes because I have 4 scenes left to episode. Granted, one of them is a lot longer of a scene. Or I say a lot longer. It's probably just as long. It's a bit more choreographed than some other scenes, Fallen Angels. So I have to do a bit more time and effort into that scene. So that's why I'm kind of putting it off to do one of the last scenes I do for the episode, because that's a bit more of a doozy scene to do than some of the other scenes
Frankly,
in the episode.
That's a good idea to ease yourself into, getting back into the scene of things. Because in my case, it ends up being the opposite, that I end up with all the difficult scenes and all the other editors snipe the easy ones on purpose.
So, I mean, I guess I could do some of the more difficult scenes. I mean, I do some sometimes. I don't mind.
I mean, that wasn't a dig necessarily, but yeah, like that. What I saying?
Which, by the way, speaking of the Mutant Girl, whenever you start getting audio edited for that, send it my way, and I will edit scenes for you.
Yeah, I guess production update from me. I do have a good portion of the audio for next episode. I still have to put it all together. But yeah, that was like my first. That was what I was gonna do potentially, like after I was better. Because actually, I can probably do that, and then there's an idea that I floated around BB, particularly in terms of something I want to try when it comes to gacha production. Technically not something from gacha itself, and I might do that for Weather Pops. It depends if she's able to find the thing that I asked her for.
Cool.
And I might try it with Weather Pops, but
yeah, right
might
now
start to happen if I actually start feeling better.
Yeah, right now for Fallen Angels, at least, my personal goal is to get episode 10 out by the end of the year. I don't know how realistic that is.
Actually, I'll say this, Aiden. If you get it out before December 15th, then it can qualify for Gacha Fest 2026.
Oh, cool. But yeah, because I don't know, I definitely want to finish season 2 at least by next year. I want to finish at least season 2 by next year. Like, I have been sitting on the bot animation for what, like 8 months, maybe. God, it's been a year. I've been sitting on the Bond animations for like 9 for a long time.
8 months, because I guess if Bond gave you that, then
I'm just like
Secrets of the Plex episode 5 took 8 months to prepare, so maybe I think that might have been the project right before that. So yeah, 8 months makes sense.
I've been like sitting on these. I've been like sitting on the Bond animation and stuff for a while, and the body animation stuff is awesome, and I really want everyone to see it. Unfortunately, I can't show people it because there are spoilers in a lot of it. Obviously, it's in the finale, so obviously it would spoil 2.5 episodes of the season, essentially, if I showed any of it. So yay.
Yeah, so I think for context, this is Bond animation that you requested for episodes like way down the line. It's not like
for episode 12
we'll see some of this stuff.
Yeah, we're not going to see the animation until the finale. This is finale animation stuff.
So,
but yeah, I'm really excited for you all to see that eventually.
Which is the next episode, by the way? I've forgotten where we're up to.
It's episode 10.
Episode 10, you said, yeah.
Which I also need to get a thumbnail for the finale and episode 11. I have one for episode 10. Production.
Even if it were episode 12, I would definitely suggest, not showing off the scene, even if episode 12 were the next one, because that's probably like your money.
It's been essentially the climax. The climax, essentially, of the whole season.
So yes, yeah. So even if it were next episode, still not a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh well, we've been sleeping on something else for quite some time, or at least I have. As I've mentioned previously, I have.
I will say this animation
in general.
I will say this animation here is still pretty. Although I will argue a majority of Aphmau's animations and the style are generally pretty. I don't know. Although one thing I definitely kind of get confused by from a production standpoint is if you look at the normal skins in the normal videos, even in this video itself, you have like the textures are like condensed down to like pixels, where it's like not 64 by 64 pixels like normal Minecraft skins, but I would say it's like 180 by 180 pixels. Like the pixels are much smaller, so you have more pixels and more detail, but like it's not drawn on like this, where you actually see like actually drawn on details. Like it's actually still made of pixels in the normal one, like pixel art essentially, which I am kind of confused by. How come Aphmau switches to like this style of skin animations compared to regular videos, or compared to the rest of the video? But
I'm guessing because it's easier to import like the pixel art into animation compared to whatever animation engine they have, compared to in actual like Minecraft in terms of like applying to the skins.
Maybe I don't know.
That's different.
Granted, Aphmau also now does sell like some of the skins she uses in videos on the Minecraft marketplace. But like they're the pixel versions, and they're like made of pixels rather than the drawn on assets we have with this kind of skin. So maybe that's also partially why to promote the marketplace stuff that they have for Bedrock. It's Bedrock Minecraft. I'm like, what is it for? It's Bedrock. You can buy a Minecoin.
Ah, this is something I've heard nothing about.
Well, yeah. Well,
I don't play Bedrock, so I guess
we use Java. We use Java. I prefer Java. I actually can make custom skins for everybody, and like
yes, we stand Java in this household.
Yeah, I actually recently made an orchid skin, which I do need to add some small details. AKA trying to make little moon earrings, which probably will just be which will be just 2 white pixels in the rock golem condensate. Well, that would be maybe a bit more challenging, and I'll figure out something. It may not be very detailed because 64-bit skins aren't very detailed. And so fun times.
And that's why I guess Aphmau has the 180 ones. Yeah, okay.
It may be 180 by 180. I don't know the exact measurements of pixels, but
actual episode.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about
this. I mean, I would imagine if one measurement is 64, logically speaking, the next measurement should be 128.
Maybe, I don't know. It feels a lot larger than that. I don't know. I can't really tell. Maybe I'll get to interview Aphmau one day. I could just imagine. Possibly.
I mean, or you can check out the Minecraft marketplace and see what the answer is.
I don't think the Minecraft Marketplace
That's
says
another possibility.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't buy it from Minecraft Marketplace.
Well, I assume if you get the I assume if you get the actual thing, then you'll have to know because you'll have the thing. How much Minecoin have you got?
0 Minecoin. I haven't spent Minecoin on it. I haven't spent money on Minecoin.
No, I wouldn't have thought you had. So I guess we'll never know. On to the things I guess that we will know about. The outcome of the eyeless freaks and not letting them see you, even though they can't because they don't have eyes. All right, without further ado, on with the review.
Wait. Question about question about Kim and Rise here. They don't have eyes, so why do they have glasses? I feel like this is a little counterintuitive, guys. There's a reason we wear glasses.
I assume that as is the case. Well, I assume that as the case with all the alternates, they haven't quite worked out all of the details necessarily about
Oh wait, this is also a weird thing I just noticed.
Like this. Frankly, I'm not sure why they transform into these things. Like, I know that from the concept of, like, the Mandela Project or whatever, it's meant to be because this is, by default a scary image of the actual people, but why would the alternates need, in-universe, to transform into this faultier state in order when they start attacking you? They shouldn't.
My personal theory behind it, which, when it comes to Aphmau, at least, I don't know if Aphmau actually, in-universe, would have her own reason. My reason of why it could happen, perhaps, is maybe maintaining the superhumanoid Michi, like, for example, going back to, like, Michi last episode with, like, the height and stuff, maybe maintaining a exact form for long periods of time is mentally tiring to the point where it's like they're unable to maintain that for long periods of time. So when they get into attack mode, they end up pretty much letting go of holding their proper form and just getting to whatever form they can realistically attack best with.
Attack mode, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh match.
I don't know. One thing I find weird...
If that is the case, all right, using your answer, hold a second. Using your answer, I'm going to answer your previous question and say the reason they still have the glasses on is because they've come out of this into their attack mode and haven't gotten rid of the glasses, which were fake to begin with.
Yeah. Continue. Do you think the glasses have lenses? They don't look like they have lenses, but that's just kind of Minecraft glasses.
The normal glasses probably do. These glasses, who knows?
But yeah, also, you know how I was talking about how Aphmau, how Aphmau and animation skins are different, unless like Aphmau's skin is drawn on, where everyone else is like pixelated in a normal video, including hers. Well, looking at Rise's collar here, you kind of tell what I was talking about earlier, but weirdly, Rise doesn't have like a proper HD version. It's just like the pixels, like you see, like you have their like squares not drawn on. There are no lines. It's just pixels. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really get it, but okay. It's kind of weird, if you ask me. Oh, they're still morphing. Oh. It froze
that way, and I think the sound is very behind. No, the sound is very behind. I paused it. Yeah, I've tried closing down stuff, but who knows?
Yay. What? Wait. What?
Yeah, definitely it's gonna be a bit of out of sync thing.
What happened? Wait, where did they go? I'm in the basement now? Wait, what?
Okay.
Yes. Another example of her waking up.
Yeah, and this is why I said, that's why last episode I was like, wow, I can't wait how they resolve this amazing cliffhanger next episode. It's like, this is why. It's like, it's so dumb because it's like, it eliminates the threat of the alternates because the alternates could just choose not to kill you arbitrarily for no reason. And I'm like, okay, why spare Aphmau there? You all jumped her, and the alpha alternate or whatever had her grabbed her by the waist and held her up. Like,
this is of course referring to Merlin Phoenix Drop High, which I think we made that point last episode, but yes.
Yeah. But like, going back to episode 1, You literally saw that Alpha alternate rip off Pierce's head within within a second. I'm pretty sure that Aphmau alternate could easily rip her legs in her body in half and rip her in two by just picking her up and like tearing her. Like that wouldn't be hard. We've clearly shown that they're strong enough to pull someone's head clean off. You know, so I don't know. It's just dumb that it starts like that. Like, it's a cool cliffhanger, but the problem with cliffhanger like that is you can't just end a cliffhanger like that. Like, what's the point?
I suppose, considering that with this as an ongoing series, you know, the question is supposed to be, why is Aphmau spared? The answer, of course, is plot armor, but why in universe is Aphmau spared?
I don't. I'm pretty sure they do not give a reason. I'm pretty sure it's just to be creepy, you know. Which, by the way, if your enemy, by the way, this goes from like horror movies in general too. If your antagonist keeps sparing the protagonists for whatever reason, that eliminates the scare factor of your antagonist. If your antagonist is like, oh yeah, no, we'll kill you.
Creepy.
It's like I don't want the antagonist sparing you, and it's like, oh yeah, no, the antagonist could totally kill you right now. Like, okay, so I decided to watch Chucky TV show recently, right? And in context of season 1, Chucky isn't killing the main character Jake for a reason, because he wants him to kill someone. Okay. You know, yeah. And it's not obvious. And then he specifies, oh no, I could kill people. I kill you guys if I want to. I just haven't, you know? And then we find out later, Chucky needs an innocent person to kill someone. So, dark ritual stuff, right? So the fact that Chucky's actively sparing everybody around Jake and Jake himself makes sense, and still makes Chucky a threat, because Chucky eventually decides, hey, I'm going to kill you, when he doesn't get what he wants from him. But, like, unless, like, the alternates, just, like, why? And, like, even last episode, back to the Michi example, even if the alternates wanted to spare Aphmau specifically for whatever reason, why didn't they kill Zane instead of injuring him outside and luring everyone outside? Why didn't they kill Kwai-chan or Kim or Rise? Why didn't they kill anyone else in that room?
At the moment, Aiden, as far as people watching this episode are concerned, they did, because you know, why else would they have been alternates in the final scene?
I mean, maybe.
Why is the TV in the basement?
But why was the alternate
sounds back?
The alternates are everywhere. It can be anyone.
Why is this? Anything. Oh god, I hate how these videos are so poorly put together.
It's a very. I understand why. First of all, source material, and second of all, limited time and resources when you're trying to update people. I get that.
But why static?
That part I addressed before. I don't know. What I really don't get is the cadence of the narrator. The alternates are everywhere. They could be hiding right next door to you, or they could be all friends and family that are right beside you. Have fun with that, everyone.
I mean, I haven't seen the Mandela catalog, but I would assume maybe that's the way the announcer talks in the Mandela catalog, or like the info person or whatever. I assume that's how they talk. And even if,
because that is the answer to the static before, because it's meant to be an analog project, and that's what Ghosty said last time. She didn't mention the narrator, but
even if that is the case, though, in the original analog horror thing, if the tapes were meant to be from like the 40s or whatever, like we're going to be 70 years before the present in the Mandela catalog, I feel like I think that's like, because like the tapes in the Mandela catalog. No, in the Mandela catalog, there are like old ancient tapes that brought out.
Well, I mean, depending on when the Mandela catalog is set, old ancient tapes only have a limited time for which they could become relatively ancient.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, well, we've had access to TV for about 90 years now.
That is true, and at the and 70 out of those 90 years have been, where TV has been like in most households at the very least. That's true for TV. It's not necessarily true for things for things like VCRs, VHSs, that kind of thing. Those came about much later.
I don't know, but yeah,
again, relatively speaking.
But yeah, I assume the chipper tone is.
Look for me, so that's all.
Okay, you got a weird glitch there. Wait, is Jacob an alternate?
Door spaces. Remain calm. Find out.
Oh.
Yeah, the sound seems to be. Yeah. Okay, so the sound is also just full on glitching now. I don't know why. I'm streaming to fewer places.
How many tabs are open, Jacob? It's going great.
I don't know if it's just like if it's just my internet or something that's not working right now. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I have to get out of here. I can't let those alternates see me. They were with my friends before, but they weren't, but they had no faces and okay, I gotta find a way out of here. Now. Lighter. Need us.
Okay, so what? Okay, also this is the plot thing
This
that
is a very small detail, but I like how Aphmau's panic actually sounds like much more natural after years of like single player narration. Sorry, cut you off there.
Yeah, but one thing I still don't get is why are the alternates keep leaving around lighters for her? Like, is there like one major weakness, and yet the alternates are like, yes, we're gonna leave the lighter on the table. We're gonna take the lighter from her, but we're gonna leave it on the table near the basement where she's gonna be entering if she runs up the stairs. It's like, okay, why though? Don't leave a lighter near her. That's like a zombie being like, yes, I'm going to leave you alive in this little room, but outside this room, I'm gonna put a gun with tons of ammunition right on this table. Now, me and my friends are gonna go back behind this wall, and we're just gonna hang out until you wake up and you can see that gun. Conveniently.
I'm going to place him in an easily escapable dungeon. Yeah. I mean, there is, of course, one alternate explanation for this, and is that at some point an alternate is the lighter. Ooh. Other than that, yeah, no, I have no idea.
Oh, okay, no, that's not me. That's something different than me.
Well, yeah, you know it's not you because you are you.
Stay away.
Yes, Aphmau.
That isn't you because you are you. You know.
Aphmau is in fact different to you.
Also, I thought you burned that thing to a crisp. I guess it's all burnt looking now. Maybe it's been burnt looking.
Well, I mean,
maybe.
That has taken on the other one's form. If they all shapeshift, I don't see why not.
Go! Oh, I thought this was Aphmau! Kim! Aphmau, over here! Is this you? Is this really you?
Didn't we burn that shack down? We set it on fire! We set the shack on fire!
See, this is, again... I was about to bring up this exact point, because, I mean, well, first of all, I mean, Kim wasn't in the shack at the time, so... and Aphmau woke up afterward, which suggests that certain events, maybe like the final scene or so, didn't actually happen. There's something going on, or we're in an alternate timeline as well. That could be it.
I don't think that's it. I don't know, because like.
Don't let them see me. Okay.
Which would also explain why alternate Aphmau is still there and why Aphmau herself has been spared.
Well, yeah, but then I said, but the alternate Aphmau looks all burnt still. She looks super burnt and like crispy if you notice her skin. Like she has like soot all over her from a fire, so that wouldn't make sense unless Dream Aphmau burned the physical form. And also, a thing about season 2 is season 2 has a handful of dreams.
She sleptwalked and actually just burnt alternate Aphmau in us. That'd be hilarious.
And also, a thing about season 2 as well is there are dream sequences, right? I'm not going to say those dream sequences consist of, but those dream sequences are also made very clear that they're dream sequences. You know, so if like the last scene from last episode, it was meant to be a dream or whatever, like season 2 definitely makes the dream sequences very clear, or at least, you know, very clear and clear, you know. I don't know. I don't like we talked about how this show seems very improv, or at least season 1 seems primarily improv. I wouldn't be surprised if just the ear forgot, or just like, okay, we're just gonna have it be fine, I guess. Maybe it got repaired or something by the alternates. Actually, you know what would be a cool concept? This shack was like an alternate shack.
I think when we said the improv. Oh, that's also very cool. I think when we
that
said
would
the
be a
whole
cool concept.
Improv situation, it was relating to the characters and like and the dialogue specifically, not necessarily like the big core moments. Personally, the other thing that might be worth considering is that the first episode performed so well, they liked the idea so much, they decided to equal when they weren't originally intending to do so.
Maybe that also
personally,
could be
I prefer the alternate shack idea because that's just really funny.
I don't think that's true, but I think that would be really fun if it was. That would be really fun, though. Like, they walk in and then the shack starts gurgling, or it's like, oh, and then they look around and everything in the shack has eyes, and then they run out, and then they try to run out, but the door's locked, so Kim or something has to, like, punch down the door.
There is no door anymore. The alternate changed form and they can't escape.
Or like, I don't know, they find some way out, and they just see a giant like alternate has shaped like the shack looming over them, trying to consume them, put them back in its like core or whatever, and they have to like run for it. That would be so cool. Is that gonna happen? Probably not, but that would be so cool as a concept, and actually really horrifying.
Have you seen the Halloween classic? Yeah. Actually, there is a mod in Aphmau called there's a mod in Minecraft called Archimedes Ships, where you can actually, within like certain dimensions, turn like a block structure into a ship of sorts and actually like move it along that way. Something I actually want to intend to play around with at some point. Back in the day with like when I was making my solo role plays. And
I mean, it makes sense. You were traveling around a lot of Cernica North.
Yeah. That being said, have you seen the classic Halloween film Monster House?
I've seen parts of it. I was terrified of it as a kid. I was terrified. It's one of those things like Coraline. As a kid, I was scared of Monster House and Coraline. I was terrified of those films. Like, no. God.
No, but I can understand that. We watched it like every year in primary school, so we got desensitized to it. But yeah, I get it.
Help me!
What? He's still alive. We have to help him now. We have to do something. But he could be one of them. I don't know. I don't even know who.
Yeah, those sounds sound like they're coming from somewhere very close. It's not like Zane is very distant from the sound editing, so it shouldn't be much of a trek.
What anymore? We just need to. I don't know. Hey, Zane, where are you? Be quick about it, Zane.
Aphmau, hurry, please.
Are you okay?
They didn't do that.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh God, it's frozen again. Oh, by the way, one thing I was thinking about last episode, is when you have a character like Kim say, "Oh yeah, we should sacrifice Zane," or like mention it's like, "Oh yeah, we should throw Zane out to the outside" or something. Like I feel like that doesn't work as well here, because in context of the world, everyone who dies is meant to be dead. Probably, And I feel like when you have a character being like, "Oh yeah, we should just sacrifice people," it takes away some of like the realism from it, because in real life, I feel like most people, even if you hate someone, wouldn't be like, "Oh yeah, we should feed Bill to the alternates." It's like, maybe they'll leave us alone. It's like, I feel like most people wouldn't. I guess Michi maybe would in the context of this world, but I don't know. I feel like most people wouldn't. I feel like that kind of hurts it hurts like the thing because you should treat everyone like, oh yeah, if you die, you die.
To agree with you, and then
Yes,
I've decided to agree with you, and then like events like 2 months ago, made me suggest like, oh yeah, people actually are much more okay with wishing death upon people than originally anticipated. So be more
I mean, in the context of apocalyptic,
people who are dead and ultimately will be.
I mean, for me, like the situation of apocalypse, I feel like kind of it feels like it kind of. I don't know how to put it. Like
because he in the context of an apocalypse actually
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it also goes to show that a character like Kim is such a horrible person in the context of the show, which I really hate that because as much as the way Kim's voice direction has changed since My Street in the context of the server videos, I don't know. I don't want her being evil either. I don't want her being a bad person because that's not really Kim. And it bugs me because you don't have to do that character direction. You can have people argue,
but it is this Kim,
Yeah, but like that's just it doesn't feel like Kim. It feels like what
10 odd videos or something of Kim behaving in other cons. So
I'm just sad Kim in the show is the worst because I
don't know. I guess it doesn't, it's been not conducive to all that.
Like you could give that characterization to Ivy, you give that characterization to Michi, to Jean.
Character that didn't quite work the way that they were expecting it to, and hopefully it's been.
Stay quiet.
Why is the video lagging so much? This is not a great watching experience. Oh, now it's buffering. The TV's buffering.
Okay, that's tended to.
How about we put that? How about we like take the video off and then put it back on, and then maybe have it reload from there? Is that how that works? Maybe it'll stop buffering.
Maybe I can always like. I guess we'll try that, and if not, we'll just like piggyback straight into it after I guess do the browser clean and see if that does and that changes anything at all.
Yeah.
No idea. All right. Well, I guess we'll be back. Press the button. It should do it automatically. Just.
Things have changed? Maybe? I don't know. Jacob! Hey, I just started talking about Random Fallen Angel stuff. I read Random Fallen Angel lines out with no context, just a single line for episodes.
I thought it was gonna like cut the stream, to be honest, so thank you for doing that.
And I referenced like has been casually, but nothing in much detail. And I talked about scene editing. I don't know. I was kind of panicking here. I was like, oh, what do I talk about?
That's fair. That's completely fair. All right. Well, no more of that nonsense. And oh my goodness, we didn't even get like a minute into this last time. Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully it's less laggy. Anyways, I gotta be right back. I gotta use restroom. You could keep watching now.
Okay. Oh, hold up. It's.
Okay. So. Well, that's not good because I was about to say that I'm going to change over to screen share to see if that was better, but I won't be able to verify if it's better if something goes wrong, unless there's like a control group in here, so I guess I'll just keep braving it through. That was once again very bad timing on my part. So yeah, let's give this another try. You know what? I could just let this play, and after a minute of nothing, we'll be exactly where we were before. Makes way more sense. Woogly boogly.
What happened? Wait, where did they go? I'm in the basement now? Wait, what? Why is the TV in the basement? What's going on?
The alternates are everywhere. It can be anyone or anything.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Outdoor
We didn't actually
spaces.
question the TV being in the basement last time. So I
Remain
must have put
calm.
it there for it.
Find allies. Arm yourselves.
Which is weird because they want
Stay
her to
alive.
learn more about this stuff.
Wait, no.
Arm
I have to
yourselves.
get out of here. I
Stop
can't let those
it.
alternates
Get
see
some
me.
help.
They were with my friends before, but they weren't, but they had no faces and they had no. Okay, I gotta find a way out of here. Now. Lighter.
I still like the
Need
delivery
us.
of that.
What the... okay, no. That's not me. That's something different than me. I need to get out of here. Okay, this is clear. Stay away, go! Oh, I thought this was... Aphmau! Kim! Aphmau, over here! Is this you? Is this really you? Kim, quick, let them see you! Don't let them see me. Okay, I have bad news. Last I remembered, you had no face and they were in the basement and...
Girl, I don't know anything. I just woke up
You
here.
just woke up?
Aphmau! Kim!
Wait, that's Zane!
Help me!
What?
Yeah, the
He's still
video's just
alive.
out of sync.
We have to
in
help him.
general at this
Now,
point, I
we have to
think,
do
so.
something.
But he could be one of them.
I
Once
don't
Eddie
know.
gets back,
I
let's
don't even
switch
know who's
over.
who, what anymore. We just need to...
I don't know.
Hey, Zane, where are you?
Be quick about it.
That's a
Zane,
good point. She's been
Aphmau,
fooled this way
hurry,
before.
please!
are
Guessing
you
that
okay?
that's how she thought
Oh
Kim
no,
was.
what happened? Huh? Oh, those eyes. What is that? Okay, it's fine. Come on, we're getting out of here. Go. Stay quiet.
That's a Zane on a head. Sleep bouncing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I thought I was dead for sure.
But you're alive. We need to survive this, okay?
Yeah, even if all you have are...
Well, that's one thing that I should actually pause and talk about. Because we didn't mention like the bruise on Zane's knee and how it seems to like be like over the top of his leg rather than like underneath it.
gross prune bars. Blech.
Oh, wonderful. We've
As
got
far as
plenty of those, I
toggles
think.
What was that?
I don't know. Zane, stay calm.
It's like the power went out.
The power did go out.
Great, that means my cameras are useless.
Wonderful.
Hello? Anyone?
Casey? Oh no! Casey, where are you? Are you okay?
She's alive!
Come in, Casey, come in!
I'm alone.
She's alone? We need to get to her.
Oh no.
But it's...
Okay. Calibrating. Okay, that's interesting. The way that they've like synced up the audio there. Casey actually sounds very crisp. Like she's not like it come up like the way whatever filter they put. So it feels like they put static laid underneath the crisp, clean audio of Casey, which is not usually how that filter or like or how like walkie-talkie audio is meant to be. I guess calibrated. I don't know.
dangerous outside.
It's dangerous everywhere right now. We can't just stay here, okay?
You got a point.
Let's check out the school. Come on, let's hope for that other alternate me comes back.
Right.
Okay.
Come on, quiet.
Behind you.
Keep your head low. All right, this way. Come on, we're doing good.
Yeah, right behind you.
We just gotta get to the
Right.
school. It's right up here. What the? Wait, a McDonald's?
Wait, this isn't right.
Wasn't the school here before?
Yes, it was.
Okay, now that is an alternate house right there. Or, well, alternate establishment, let's say.
Any
Okay.
sign of those weird guys?
You mean the alternates?
Let's see.
I guess we can at least grab something to eat while we're here.
Not a bad idea. We just have prune bars, but I don't think anybody's working right now.
Ugh.
Come on, let's make it quick.
Right.
Get some supplies and head out.
Sounds good to me.
Be quiet, all right?
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
forgot
go
about
check
the
out the
book again.
kitchen. Gotta get some.
Dang it.
That is.
I need to do that.
Okay.
Crones, leave him alone.
Alright, old man. Have this mother who we can take with us, Ken.
Daddy.
I'm gonna go check the office. The security cams are working.
Yeah, you do that. There's...
Safety first. Safety first, or else I'm gonna murder you. That thing just comes to life and just chases them.
this, and a med kit. This'll come in handy. Let's see. There we go. Oh, hold up! Whoa. Oh, help us. What is... Huh?
Come take a look at this.
Take a look at what?
Yeah, definitely the fact that, like, I'm out of sync right now, it means that, you know, none of the sound effects that are intended to scare anyone are gonna, like, they're gonna be even less effective than they were normally.
You gonna believe how pistol?
It is a big burger, but it's been sitting here a while.
Come on, I bet it's fine. I think it's just one of those tofurkey burgers.
The-
It's been sitting there. It's been sitting there a while, looks in mint condition, and it is the size of your head. Gee, I wonder if this is
What?
an alternate or
Yeah, I'll
not.
try it out for us.
Okay. Oh! What is that?
Yep.
How is food an alternate too? Okay, just calm down. Calm down. Kim?
Well, I mean, last episode, I'm pretty sure Aphmau saw the giant, like, you know, thing that had like a burger's head or something, or even like the one that just had like his head was a book, a literal book. So yeah, I don't know why inanimate objects couldn't be alternates. They're made out of the same organic material as humans, to some degree. In the words of Gumball, we're all circles.
I got an idea. Grab this. And... Oh my
You
gosh.
got the food chain, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Matt.
No.
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I checked the office and the cam.
That's quite the line. I remember that when Aphmau and Mac were playing Luigi's Mansion 3 together, but you know, many years ago. I was almost Mac's first super chat if it actually worked for me, but oh well. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and Aphmau specifically said that she had like a really cool line that she wanted to say at one point during like a battle that was happening in a kitchen against this one like chef. And she was like, "I'm gonna save this until like until later on." And after they defeated the chef, she just goes like, "My compliments to the chef." I want to use that line somewhere at some point. That is fantastic.
Cameras aren't working.
Nothing's working? Here, use
Oh,
this.
thanks. I guess this place wasn't completely useless after all.
No, it's not. We still need...
What?
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, it's right there.
What? Huh? What?
She looks even worse than before.
Still kind of looks like you, though.
I don't like that thing. Let's keep moving.
Wait, is she coming this way?
Come on,
no.
Let's keep getting out of here.
Another like classic snide Kim comment in the most inopportune moment possible. Glad to see that old habits have not changed in the face of, yeah. I do, for the record, I do get what Aiden was saying before in terms of that, you know, being an annoying trait. I'm glad it's not one that carried over into anything else as far as I know. But yeah, it didn't work for this the way they were hoping it would.
Oh, gosh.
Look out, look out.
Come on. Let's go. Move.
Okay,
Shh, quiet.
okay, go, 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 go.
This way! Jump for your life! Go! Are we good? Are we safe?
I think
I don't know.
something just a little bit different.
Yeah, didn't we?
Yeah, it looks way bigger
Whoa.
than it looked on the outside. Whoa.
What happened to this place?
What the heck just happened in here?
Yeah, back to what I was saying before, it seems like reality itself can warp around you, and like, yeah, and I mean, part of the whole idea of alternates, I have to assume from like the, you know, the Mandela catalog, is the fact that that you know, like, you question what is real around you. So I guess that just tends to like pass just, you know, objects and people into general locations. If anything can, you know, become a thing that changes form, then it's even then how can you ever be sure that you're safe? Which is, you know, a really really fantastic concept for something horror related, because the very safe havens that you trust are not the ones that you think. It's a very common idea, by the way, that that like something very mundane can become scary within like the right, environment or something, or like the right story. I remember Stephen King said that for one of his projects he wanted to do for the toilet what Alfred Hitchcock did for the shower. Both of those examples, one of them didn't quite work so well. Stephen King was trying to make corn scary a bunch of times. To the people like have compared like the cinematic version of it to the miniseries, and how the balloons in the cinematic version that are not the scare itself, but a prelude to the thing that's going to scare you. So there's something that danger is approaching, and that makes them somewhat scary by comparison. But what was I? Yeah, and then try to think of. I had another example, and I forgot what it was. But yeah, the point is like that's the idea. You want to have, taking something that is meant to be like secure and mundane. Oh yes, Coraline buttons. That's the one that freaked me out.
Hello, what did I
I
miss?
presume
Sorry,
most
I
house
was gone for a
retained us.
minute. What did I miss?
We were just kind of like piggybacking off like your idea before in terms of alternate sheds. Now we're in a building that is as warped. I was getting to the idea that if everything is meant to be questionable, and the idea of like something not being real, then that's a quite good concept for a horror thing, because of all the examples of in the past, I was going through many examples of mundane objects or locations that have become scary in the right hands, or not if they're in the wrong hands. So yeah, the idea of like because the idea of like something, some sort of like play area that warps and becomes like much larger, and somewhat inescapable. Yeah, I get what they're going for in terms of in terms of making everything seem like it could be unreal, kind of like tying back into the idea of why is the shed back to normal.
I mean, maybe. It still is dumb
Chief,
how Aphmau
something is going on with
survived
our environment,
being
and I guess right now.
manhandled by the
Boy.
alternate herself, or her being not straight up killed by Michi doing.
I mean,
her
was she even
blood
manhandled in the
curdling.
first place?
Yeah, but like then there's also the whole Michi blood curdling scream passing out as well. So at least at the bare minimum, one of those instances was real. One of those instances happened, and I'm just saying.
I would say I would have to say the Michi one. If anything, if anything, Michi's blood curdling scream that caused everyone to pass out was the prelude to that scene that we experienced at the beginning, with everyone becoming alternates. And
I don't
suddenly we wake
know.
up
I
in
mean,
the same
it's
location that Michi had that scene in.
it's possible, but like
the only question at that point is why everyone else wasn't there as well. If they managed to escape somehow more than Aphmau did.
I don't know. Everyone passed out at once.
It kind of lines
seemed.
up in a way.
I don't know. Also, I mean, I guess
Yeah,
we'll
that's why the only questionable thing is why they weren't all in the same place.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, it just feels super plot armory in a horror show. I definitely think, or at least a show that's attempting to be scary, not that it ever really gets to the point of being scary, but if you're at least attempting to be scary, having your characters, even your main characters, even if they objectively have plot armor, because let's be honest, most main protagonists in TV shows have plot armor technically, because most shows aren't going to be like, oh yeah, your main protagonist
Most
could
versions
die.
of Aphmau have insane plot armor.
But yeah, but at the same time, my opinion with the plot armor is don't make it obvious to the audience and that they're only alive because plot armor happens conveniently to them. Like, don't make it obvious. Like, the moment you make it blatant, it's like, okay, why though? You don't have to do that. Like, it's like, okay. It just seems it's really cheap, especially. Like, if you're gonna kill off characters, commit to it. Although, granted, even in a show like this, you can't really kill off Aphmau since she's the main POV character. The only way it could work is if you had, like, Aaron / someone else have the Minecraft skin on and you had their lines overlaid the character instead of Aphmau, but that would kind of not have no improv aspect then, because then you would have to do everything pretty much in post. Unless you had someone else filming from a perspective, I guess.
Well, yeah, they did that with Minecraft Diaries at one point. There was one scene.
They did that with season. They did that
over as the main PvE character.
They did that season 4 too with Aaron before Aphmau got to Lodge.
That's also true. So if they really wanted to have that cliffhanger ending, then maybe it would have been best to piggyback to a different main character. If not, and if it wasn't intended to be, the dream sequence that it seems to be lining up to become, then the problem was putting Aphmau in that position to begin with at the end. So the problem isn't necessarily like how they continued; it's more like the ending itself and the choice they made.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with that kind of ending, I probably would have something like, I don't know, maybe like a character shoots like a flash grenade in the area or whatever, maybe like a grenade or something, and Aphmau manages to slightly wiggle free and get dropped by the Aphmau alternate, and the grenade goes off and she ducks for cover. Maybe,
or she
and
goes
then
into the shed that was already on fire at that point. Then they weren't going to follow her in there.
Yeah, maybe. Although I feel like that's extra dangerous.
She could pass out from the fumes and wake up in the smoldering wreckage with the real Kim.
Potentially, actually, that would work.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I just hate, and part of me wonders again. Like, maybe it is what you said. Like, they weren't intending the alternates initially to be like an ongoing series. They're like maybe this will be like the murder at Phoenix Drop ending, where it's like maybe this will continue. I don't know, but like, maybe it's something in that vein where it's like maybe they're like maybe the alternates will continue. I don't know. And then as soon as they committed, okay, we're gonna continue episode 2, they couldn't find it. They didn't think of a good way or like a cheap way to end it, to like end the previous episode cliffhanger, because they wanted to start with animation, but they didn't want to make it too complex. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to make a longer animation than they did. It's like pretty much with the animation, they just had like the 3 alternates stand over Aphmau and the 1 alternate grab Aphmau, and that's where the animation cut. So it wasn't too complex of animation. It wasn't like a 30-second animation. It was more like a 10 to 15-second animation.
Yeah, I think the first episode didn't have that long animation either.
Yeah, no, the first episode had like maybe a 15-second animation, maybe a 20-second if we're being generous. It wasn't that long of animation.
Yeah, so it just seems like kind of the thing of, oh, well,
just to like hook people in.
Like bang, but yeah, exactly.
All right, there's got to be another way out.
Like an emergency exit?
Maybe.
Well, that was immediate.
Come on, let's keep looking
Sounds
around.
perfect now.
Man, this place is huge. All these
Man,
the same. We're lost. Wait,
this set is
what
giving
that?
Poppy playtime. The set is giving Poppy playtime.
I mean, by virtue of being a play area, yes.
What is what?
Is that
Oh no.
a burger? I'm gonna
It's on the floor.
Wait, Kim?
It's on the.
Oh.
Oh, I thought she was
That
about to eat
other
it. I
burger's
thought she was about to eat it. I was like, oh, I was about to be like,
Yeah, you missed this. You missed a scene. They found Kim found a giant burger that she was considering eating. Then it turned out to be an alternate, and they had a bit of a mini fight sequence. Then they grilled it, and it burned to a crisp. So now,
Okay, I was about to be like, Kim, do not eat the floor burger. I don't care if it's an alternate or not. Just don't eat the floor burger. That's just kind of gross.
Honestly, in the apocalypse, I would eat a floor burger.
Yeah, you would eat a burger in general. I mean, assumably it's just a hamburger, but not a veggie burger.
Yeah, well, again, as a vegetarian, I've been making the sacrifice by having a regular burger to begin with. But
yeah, I was wondering, like, if you would no longer be a vegetarian at that point, you would just have to. Oh
no,
God.
I would no. This is, by the way, one of the questions you get like all the time as a vegetarian is like you get people just being like, but what if you were like stuck on a desert island, or what if you're stranded in an apocalypse, or blah, 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 blah. It's like you're missing the entire point here.
It is okay. It's an alternate.
That's right. Guys, watch out. There's another one.
Kim.
Daddy. There's more of them.
Okay, this feels weird.
Kim, don't run off. No. Everybody stick together. What do you mean? You guys got.
This feels definitely like a reverse Hansel and Gretel, where instead of like leaving the trail of breadcrumbs to get back to it, they're leaving a trail of burger buns to lead them to their doom.
Yeah,
I
love
guess-
the enthusiasm you got going there.
Yeah, she's got
Wait,
something
question:
going on.
how did
Where
they
are these
get to this play place? How did they get to this play place?
They walked.
coming from?
Sure.
Was it like a-
weird?
Was it like the school last episode?
Actually, yes, it is in the location of the school last episode, so
Oh.
your theory of alternate buildings holds up.
weirdly placed to me?
Kim, I think this is a dead end.
You know, I'm starting to think this is a trap.
Seriously, Kim, it looked like one.
I
Wow.
was hangry.
You were hangry. You weren't
is
eating
this
the burgers. You were
alternate
munching them.
situation that we're
I don't
experiencing?
know.
This is really weird.
I do like the staging of that. Definitely like the, whoever's like in control of Zane right now, what I guess is probably actually Keston, was just had to like lay those down while Aphmau wasn't looking.
Oh, that's where you
Classic
draw the line?
Maybe we should try to find some higher ground and get to a better view of this place. We can try to spot the exit,
We're
okay?
climbing up a
Just keep your eyes
slide.
peeled for burgers and weird alternate things.
Maybe.
Come on.
Again, classic horror technique: make a mundane object scary under the new context in the right hands.
Oh.
Wait, what? What kind of play place is this?
A play place with a bunch of trampolines. That's a very normal thing. What isn't
Yeah.
normal, of course, is them being on the outside here.
Yeah, I was about to be
Because
like, the way I've been to play
I could
places
easily fall off
before.
this thing.
I'm like, there's no way the play place would be set up like this. This is a very unsafe play place. I wouldn't
I think it's
trust my
also because
child
it's so gigantic. So maybe if it were at a different scale, a child wouldn't break their legs immediately upon
here.
impact.
Oh, God.
Ah, ooh, okay.
This place has a lot of
We should be like-
lawsuits.
What?
Yeah, I knew that was gonna come into it. Yeah, we saw that thing earlier, by the way. I toppled over and I was like, "Safety first, or else I'm gonna murder you." So I guess here it is to do exactly that.
Oh, that thing's
Why
alive!
is it look like Huggy Wuggy?
Jump!
Huh?
Come on,
Why is
keep
it design
jumping,
exactly
just
like
keep
Huggy
jumping.
Wuggy? God, I hate it.
I mean,
Why?
you mentioned this is based on this is by Poppy's playtime, so I guess
I
that
said
kind of tracks.
potentially, but like, God, why does it have to look like Huggy Wuggy?
Well,
Off-brand
you know what?
Huggy
I'm gonna
Wuggy.
look into the description. Okay, it doesn't say Mandela catalog or
Yeah.
or Poppy playtime this time, but it did last episode. That's why we missed it.
Go down! Go down! Go down!
Go, go, go!
Oh, Minecraft painting this.
Made it! Alright, are you guys good?
Yeah.
You know, I haven't actually looked into Poppy playtime at all, but I can actually kind of see, I can kind of see the appeal if there's like, this play area that, you're basically using your imagination all the time with this stuff. A lot of the time people would play like chase scenes and such. Having something that's, horror related coming after you in this environment makes a lot of sense. I kind of get it now.
I don't think that thing's coming over here. Are we underground?
Oh, okay, that
Feels
was a
like
known
it's-
threat,
Oh,
apparently.
it's all wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, there could be paintings as well, but yes, doll.
Oh no, it's coming after us!
Just keep.
What do we do? What do we do? What do we
I don't know.
do?
I don't know.
What?
I know what I'm gonna do. Pick up the doll.
Why are you taking
we
the
throw it?
doll
I'll
with
throw it at
you?
Okay.
You're gonna punt it at him? Kick
Hey,
the
you know what,
baby.
Yeah, it's exactly what Vin would do in this situation. Punt the child.
Well, yeah, but Vin isn't normally a good role model.
Role
for this
model?
kind of stuff. Yeah, no, generally I wouldn't say in this case. That's not a good thing to do. Also, there's no way a doll killed it or stunned it. It's a doll. It's made out of plush.
Well, I mean, she missed, so that wouldn't have worked. What she could have done is like have it topple over and fall. Because we did mention the
I
lawsuit.
mean, it
in
is
this particular
flat.
area.
It is flat, so maybe you could trip it up. Maybe.
Yes, that's what I was thinking, or the very least, even just like hitting it if it turns to the side and faces you and was about to like come after you, you could hit it and then like have it topple over. Beforehand, she kind of like just like mildly push it and like collapsed immediately when it was still pretending to be inanimate. So I don't know.
Okay, nope. It just alerted it to my position. All right, we
That
gotta
was
keep
really
moving.
dumb.
Yeah, hang
What
on.
do you think
Wasn't
the
that
plus
weird
was gonna
cutout
do?
from earlier?
Yeah, it was. Things are a little.
You know what would have been funny actually, if she threw it and then it bounced off one of the trampolines, and so that the creature thought it was coming from the other side.
Oh,
That's
that
the,
would-
that, Yeah, that's what I would do if we get this environment a D&D setting. That's might be what I would do.
Different.
Need to find a way to identify
I mean,
them.
I will say the problem with a play place in this regard is this is a very modern play place. I don't think
No,
I could exactly
I
do
know. It's
that.
has a bounce, like bouncing walls of some kind, and a creature.
Oh
with
my
only
god!
arms
Wait,
will
a
pull that off.
slime themed play place.
And it doesn't have to be a play place, just any environment with bouncing walls.
A slime
is
cave.
the point.
Don't worry, I have to come up with a handful of cool new mysteries. Now that someone's been kidnapped, and now I have to come up with new stuff for you guys to do while ghosty schemes.
I mean, now I thought of something in terms of now I thought now I'm thinking like slime. Maybe think of like swamps. Which made me think of the swamp episode from Avatar. So who knows? Maybe we decide to go to a swamp in order to get a prophecy or something, and that's where we like find that scenario.
Speaking of Avatar, I was thinking about inventing a character. Like that searcher girl with the badger from Avatar.
June, yes.
I was thinking about introducing a character like June for eventually Occulta eventually.
I assume with the corresponding Shearshoe that came with her.
We'll make up a new creature.
Yeah, it wouldn't be called a Shearshoe, but yes.
That's very connected to Avatar. That's very
yeah.
But a character like June with a tracker.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, could use one of those for sure.
But they're literally
not that Scooby is not, more than satisfactory, but still, someone who's got a bit of a higher range.
everywhere and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, check out this weird poster.
Alternates. Trust nothing.
Well, again, those broadcasts only just started recently, so the alternates themselves could set this kind of thing up, so Trust Nothing would include that poster, I would think.
Huh.
I don't think the poster's alternate, although that'd be scary.
Accurate, I guess.
Or not
Yeah.
scary, that'd be
Kind of
creepy.
like that TV broadcast, don't you think?
There is a difference, technically.
I guess we can't
Make-
trust anything anymore.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, and this is also a symptom of this being on the main channel. Obviously, Aphmau older roleplays have like this exposition dialogue, but like
Yes.
for me here, it's really sticking out. Where it's like, wow, that was the cardboard cutout from earlier. Oh, I guess we can't trust anyone from here on out. After looking at a poster that says "Trust no one," like the audience is
Compared
stupid.
to before when you absolutely still couldn't trust people.
Yeah, and it's like, again, this is really partially wreaking a main channel audience being a lot younger and Aphmau not trusting their intelligence or feeling the need to reiterate a point over and over again to make it stick for reasons. Despite, I feel like that point was already evidently made with Michi and alternate Zane last episode. So the whole lack of trust and questioning things has already kind of been made. Not to mention the cliffhanger with like the three, with Rise, Kim, and KC not being themselves. I mean, that's also something. I feel like this point has been made pretty evident by this point in the show. I feel like it's been obvious. Like, maybe we should do a lot more questioning of stuff.
This is another thing, by the way. Having 40-minute videos for an audience that you don't trust their attention span is also probably a very bad idea.
Yeah, which is a good thing. Why season 2 is it is 20-minute episodes
length.
each, that is good in season 2,
Yeah,
or at least an improvement.
definitely.
But granted, also, Adulterance is now on a second channel that's meant for presumably an older audience as well. So I mean, then it makes me also question why not keep the 40-minute episodes then, because now for an older audience too, and presumably a more mature audience.
Okay, well, frankly, the 40-minute length is that is going to be an issue regardless. I know that BB constantly argues against this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the longer the
I
videos
prefer-
are,
I prefer 20
even
minutes.
before you actually like click them, there's actually the people will be like discouraged to when they look at the bottom right corner to sit there, they see like a longer running time. Some of the time they'll just be discouraged to click on that video in general, or won't have much time. They want to see something shorter. and they'll forget about the longer content for that reason.
TikTok
Which
and
is
YouTube
why
Shorts has ruined
I
people's
know
attention
that,
span.
yeah, it's one of the things that I was mentioning to BB like at the start of like doing like these kind of streams in the first place, you know, because another thing is also that number, particularly the hour number, when you get like over an hour, that's one that everyone always rounds down. So that's the silver lining, is that, you know, if you have a 39-minute video, people will think it's half an hour compared to close to 40, which it actually is. If you have a 1 hour video and 59 minutes, people think 1 hour. That's why I always like trim down the parts if I know that something's gone like slightly over an hour and I trim it down. It's not because I don't want like the symmetry of it and I'm not just being a troll. It's literally because people think, you know, people round it down and I want more people to actually click on the video. So yeah, it's one of those things that hasn't quite computed for BB just yet, but you know, good thing I'm the one in control of the running time, and that's also now an irreversible process on YouTube, so she can't fix it. Haha.
Wouldn't be in this mess.
Hello? Are you forgetting about that giant Aphmau art monster in your house?
Look, I know
It might not be there anymore, to be honest. I might just followed you
we're
here.
tense right now. Let's just find a way
Actually, no, we did follow them there. Yeah, no, never mind. It's not in the house anymore.
out of here first before we argue.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, alright.
All right, come on. Let's see.
Yeah. Kim's attention span is akin to Aphmau's audience.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, an exit!
Finally.
Oh God, and they made it look like the back rooms.
Yes, I think it's quite clear by now that they are mishmashing different analog projects to create.
Listen. I think it's a cool idea to mismatch analog horror aspects. I think that's cool in theory, but my issue is when it's done. Sometimes it's done poorly. And as someone who's like a fan of the Backrooms, I don't like it when someone does something like the Backrooms or does a very similar thing to the Backrooms or does the Backrooms itself and does it poorly. It's like,
I mean, we haven't seen how they're going to do it yet. Well, I haven't seen how they're going to do it yet.
Fun fact about the Backrooms, or fun fact about something I watched about the Backrooms once. Someone made like their own fan concept of the Backrooms, that the Backrooms changes per person, right? Or changes per person of how you see it. And they're like, if you're autistic, the Backrooms will be much easier, and you'll be able to escape. It's like, wow, thank you, Backrooms, for infantilizing me. I really appreciate it.
Right, yeah, because before you said that part, I was like, oh, okay, you know, it varies based on the individual. That means that the change is unique to each person. Nope, never mind.
It's like, God, I remember watching that. It's like a fan concept someone made about the Backrooms. It's like, no, that's a horrible concept. And also, that's rude. You can murder me just as much as you murder everyone else. Jesus.
Plot twist, the person who made it is actually autistic, is one of the easier back rooms to escape from.
Like, I just wanted to, it's like, come on, man. It's like, why? Oh, God. It's like, how dare they?
And if you're blind, there's a giant exit sign right in front of you that means you can win, but you can't see it, so you'll never escape.
The exit sign also emits a low buzz.
Oh, speaking of exit signs, let's go.
Wait.
Huh?
I think the sound's gone off again.
Room feels
Duck, goose.
a rubber duck.
Aw, it's cute.
Did you learn nothing from the burgers and the poster?
Okay, but let's.
Oh, right. I guess I'll punch it then.
What? Don't punch the duck.
Where'd it go?
What the?
Huh?
Oh, great.
There it is. I got it, guys.
Kim, stop! Kim, it's the same
I must continue to punch the duck.
thing like the burgers we need
It's
to
definitely an alternate.
It's over there.
Kim.
Looks like it's leading us somewhere. Come
Why
here.
is Kim so stupid in this as well?
Kim?
Like, okay, this is what also baffles my mind here. Kim,
I do
in
like
context,
how Aphmau is like generally seems to be exasperated with her.
Kim, in context of the server, and even in this series, because Zane mentions how he thinks Kim's kind of smart, right? Like, in context of Kim is meant to be smart. Why are they making her dumb? Now, if this was server Ian or server Pierce doing this, I would be like, okay, that makes sense. They're dumb and they have been lobotomized. That makes sense. It works. But, like, Kim, why have you been lobotomized? You're supposed to be smart! This isn't even part of your characters, or, like, the kind of character you're supposed to be! Ugh!
Both Ian and Piers were also supposed to be smart at one point, so it kind of tracks. But
But in Constant Server, Kim isn't normally lobotomized like this.
High.
Like, why do you? Kim is meant to be smart. Even
and in my street, Danny used to be a surfer. It's basically the Aphmau Ray again. Like again, I feel like that in this one they were trying out like a new portrayal of Kim, and it didn't gel the way they wanted it to.
They made her a dumb jerk, like Ian in the videos, and also, I mean, Pierce is a jerk, but mostly just dumb, with a little bit of jerkness sometimes. Again, if you replace Kim with like
someone that the audience would be not okay with sacrificing,
like if you like in episode 1, if you replace Michi with Kim, it would make a lot more sense. And even in this situation, if you replace Kim with Ian, that would also make infinitely more sense, or at least with how they are in the server and how they generally are as characters, or at least in context of the server, and how they're supposed to, or how the main channel has flanderized and altered.
I think I said this last episode, by the way. I said this last episode that Kim and Michi should have swapped places.
Yeah.
For at least for the first episode, and then maybe now would have been a good time to have her, be in the spotlight.
I don't know.
I do like how they rotated last episode at a certain point. That's one good use of the running time. I assume that's at some point later here, but
I mean, honestly, my only reason why I think Kim is acting like this in this video is the only reason I think Kim's acting like this in the context of this video is because Aphmau wants a trinity of a semi-smart, competent person, a dumb person who gets in the hijinks or causes hijinks to happen, and Aphmau being the middleman / straight man / leader-esque kind of character. And I think she wanted to have a trinity in that way.
Yeah, I can see that, but that's basically our dynamic in a cult season 1.
But the problem is making Kim that character, or even if they were to flip it around and make Zayn that character, it wouldn't work because that's not who either of them are at least meant to be normally. And also, in my opinion, it's not a likable trait, much like Ian in the server videos is an unlikable person, and I honestly despise server Ian, despite him I think Ian's meant to be somewhat endearing in server videos. Like, yeah, he's not a great person, but he's endearing and funny. I think that's what she's going for in the server videos. But like it doesn't it kind of just clocks into him being the worst person imaginable, and it's like, wow. I mean, I hate my street Ian, but also I hate this version of Ian too.
What Kim's going through here. Kim is also seems like Kim is supposed to be, endearing and potentially meaning well, except for the sacrificing Zayn part.
Yeah.
But again, doesn't work, but I think that might have been the idea.
Rubber ducky?
No, and I don't plan to.
Come on.
Okay, just...
There you are. Gotcha this
wow,
time.
A dark cloud behind the duck.
I don't think you should touch it.
Wait, Kim, did you manage to, punt the duck and punch the duck through the doors and onto this altar with perfect aim? Well, gee, I wonder if this is a trap.
Yeah, not a good idea.
It's the worst that could happen.
Oh. Okay.
Did I get it?
You killed it.
Oh, what's this giant duck doing here?
That was not...
Well, I mean, you killed the baby. Now you've upset the mama.
There.
With an upside down head.
Let's keep moving. Please.
Yeah, let's
It's
just
eyes and
go.
face. Just move. Just move. Don't look back. Don't look
Come on,
back.
guys, come on.
I
Oh,
said
no.
don't look back. It's getting closer.
Go.
Why is it stopping?
I don't know. It's looking at you, Kim.
Is it?
Well, you did murder its baby.
Kim, turn around.
Oh my god, it's a weeping
probably
angel.
after her because she killed the little one,
Yeah, but it moved.
Sure.
Weeping
She
angel.
turned around.
Look at just...
I mean, yeah. Well, my understanding of weeping angels is that they have to move when no one's looking at them.
Yeah, I
Just
don't
the person
know.
that they happen to be nearest.
block its line of sight.
Although, if anything, this reminds me more of a Boo from Mario, because with them, if one person turns to face them, then they end up being like shy and like power and like, you know, just stop moving basically. So it's more of that, I'd say.
Maybe, but let's see. This way.
Okay, Kim, you stay there. Watch it. Don't take your eyes off it.
Oh God, don't.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
I was
Here's an idea. Here's an
guide
idea.
her.
Have Kim walk backwards. Yeah, exactly.
Man, it's really difficult.
An inconvenience.
Something we can do to help you. Yeah, come on, let's keep moving.
Anyways, welcome to
I'll
backwards.
check these doors real quick.
I'll look over here.
Come on, give me something to use.
I wouldn't do an I'll look over here in this labyrinth saying, but I don't know. You
Also, wait, you have a lighter still. You still have the lighter. Why can't you just try lighting the duck on fire?
Wait. Like that. Kim?
Yeah, like the duck.
Wait. Did that
Really? That
The paint bucket grew to the size of the giant duck's head, as buckets are known to do.
Of course.
Of course.
This is great.
Minecraft physics.
This isn't just Minecraft physics. This is custom physics they added.
Well, I mean, actually, kind of. I reckon that the bucket, if it was like put on like a player's head, it would look like relatively like normal dimensioned. It's based on like the size of the model. It adapts to like to have a big you've changed that. So that. So it is kind of Minecraft physics with custom models.
It's pretty smart, actually.
Wait, really?
Try looking away. It worked.
Hey, it's working.
How'd you wait? Okay, how did Aphmau figure that out? Because it was just when Kim and it was locking eyes when it wasn't moving. It was only when Kim and it wasn't locking eyes. It wasn't the fact that when it was looking at Kim, it was moving or not moving. I don't know, or what? How would you like? Yeah, that doesn't really make sense. I'm gonna be honest. That this is a weird solution. That I don't know how you puzzled out that solution.
It did seem to be locked on Kim. It seemed to be locked. Well, I mean, it had to know that Kim wasn't turned around, I suppose. So maybe the fact that it can't look at anything now means it doesn't have a direction to aim towards. I think that's the idea.
I mean, maybe, but how would Aphmau
Don't look back.
know that
right now? Let's get out of here before more alternate.
You know, I don't know. It just kind of feels like an out of nowhere solution.
She wouldn't. She made the what? Well, she
I
wouldn't
don't
know that, but she tested her hypothesis, and it was confirmed correct.
Yeah, but normally you need. I don't know. I'm just like, I will say I do actually like the wall
trial by fires of it. Let's get the scientific method right there.
Why not burn it? They can be burned. You have a lighter. You have a lighter. Burn it. That was what I would have tried first. Or
yeah,
I would.
That is also true. That's what she should have done in continuation. Yeah.
Like I would be like, I have a lighter.
I would have said, do the bucket first, then the fire.
We need gasoline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad. There's help needed because we need help too.
Tell me about it.
This place. This looks normal.
Yeah, unless that was alternate paint. Remember, trust nothing. The signs did say, and you verbally pointed out for everyone.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, we be in the normal room.
Oh,
Oh,
geez.
less
How do you
normal.
think they got up there?
I don't know.
Yeah. Again, not ominous in the slightest. Who has time to write help that many times unless it's a trap?
Okay, but this place is different.
And if they had time to write that help that many times, why not escape to somewhere else and distribute the message a bit more?
Yeah.
Okay, just let's take a breather.
Thinking about Casey. How do you think she's doing?
I understand. Casey's a priority, but we haven't heard from anyone else. Is the world being
You can check, right? If they've got the walkie-talkie, you know?
weird? Are we
You know,
the
wait,
ones
Zane
who are-
had the walkie-talkie, and so
Let's
did
keep
Kim.
moving. We have to keep going.
Good. You know what? By the way,
Earlier. I think it might not have been there at that point, but Aphmau used.
By the
to
way,
contact
this is an improv thing I think I picked up on here just now. So you know when how Aphmau's like, everybody, let's take a breather. What if that was Aphmau signaling to her crew or whatever, you know, to be like, hey, you guys need to set up the next part of our little thing we gotta do while we talk for like half a second. Because I mean that was kind of random to be like, let's take a breather.
Potentially. And or it could just be a moment of like, okay, we're done running, let's roleplay for a bit. Or both.
Well, I mean, that wasn't much roleplay.
Yeah.
It pretty much just went, I hope Casey's okay. So, you know, it wasn't much roleplay.
Well,
it didn't give us
in that
much.
case, there's not much time to set things up. So
I don't know, maybe it was like a...
Well, then again, Aphmau is known for about 10 years now how to you know, set up like an entire like scene with command blocks. So who's to say?
Even if they're scary help symbols.
That's one of the best I could do this year. Is like, you know, look at the look at the Aphmau Storytime videos, because they're turning 10 years old this year.
Everywhere. Huh? What the? What?
Aph, did you just put that thing on mute?
No, wait. Hello?
Oh, wait. What if Casey needs help? We can't mute it.
No, we're not gonna mute it right now. It could be somebody else on the phone. Walkie-talkie, whatever, I can't think. Oh, a doll! Warehouse.
Remember when you kicked me, Aphmau? Time for revenge!
Please, I hope these aren't all alternates.
I don't think so. The other one wasn't. Oh, careful. There's a thing! There's a Michi!
Oh, wait, no, Aphmau, why aren't you passing out? Why aren't you
here
passing
to
out?
Do something?
Yeah, why aren't you passing out, Aphmau, you know?
Is that
She
the same
screamed.
cry as before?
Yeah,
it
no,
feels
that was the same cry. I don't think that's a voice acted cry as well. I'm pretty sure that's like a shot sound for
Oh no.
No choice here.
Just keep moving. Grab the dolls. Let's go.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Why are we throwing dolls at a... Okay, you know what? Sure, this makes sense.
because they need some form of projectile to stall the creature. What
You
would have been more
have
poetic,
a
actually,
fire
if this had
extinguisher.
been an old... Then light the dolls on fire and throw them as, you know, fabric fireballs.
I don't think Aphmau's that. I don't.
That
That
would
would be cool. That would be cool. But you have fire extinguisher. You have a lighter. You have stuff that could be more interesting.
They'd probably
to
be
use.
impossible to program as well.
Just
I will
light it on
concede on that
light.
point.
Light it on fire. Light the thing on
Yeah, that's what I
fire.
was saying.
You have
Light
a
it on fire
lighter.
and throw it at the creature. Okay,
Fireball.
with a lighter that's that small, a lot of the time they just like fail, or the flame is so small they need to get like really close, and honestly that's actually more dangerous depending on the alternate. It would have worked for the duck, yes, they should have done it for the duck. But any other situation, you probably, you know, they have long arms, probably for that reason they could just like smack you before you get close enough.
A couple
Yeah.
of dolls. Oh, she's over there. Careful. Just.
Stop making noises. No, hurry up. She's freaking out.
No.
No.
She definitely heard that. What do we do?
Try and center with the dolls. Do something. Anything. Oh,
Go for it.
Done her with the doll.
we did it.
Okay. How did dolls bring down a whole metal shelf?
I guess the shelf wasn't bolted, and
Even
they
so,
ended
they're
up-
fabric.
and
Have you
because-
not thrown a plush at a wall? Your wall doesn't fall apart the moment a plush doll hits it.
No, but generally speaking, walls are either cemented or, you know, they're or like fixed.
Do you have a
to the
shelf?
ground,
Do you have a wait?
specifically?
Wait, you have your
Within,
Aphmau
like, the
pillow, right? You have your
dimensions.
Aphmau pillow, right?
I'm not gonna throw it at a shelf around here. But
No. I need you to throw it like at a
Well,
bookshelf,
I suppose.
and will it explode? Will it cause it to fall? Because I don't think that's how it works. Especially if it's metal. I'm suggesting you throw it at a wood thing. This is metal.
I will say. I will say, from the amount of times that my brother's kicked a football around the house, he has definitely like knocked over quite a number of things, possibly a bookshelf included at one point, but I don't think I remember exactly.
I don't know.
Honestly, like depending on like the angle, they were aiming low. So in theory, you could actually have like the foundation, well not foundation, but like the lower like come off and go that way, and even like any slight difference in there based on like how turning moments work would apply like much more force to the other side, which would increase exponentially as it's or incrementally, I should say. As it topples over, and actually that's why a lot of the shelf needs to be bolted down in this case. The fact that the shelf wasn't bolted was a stroke of luck, but I can see how, I can see how even something so small could cause a multiplying force to turn it down and have it knock it over.
I don't know. To me, it comes off super
She actually
convenient
did
ways
it.
to defeat her.
That takes care of that. Just
Seems too convenient.
I mean, it's convenient. The convenience to me is that the shelf wasn't actually bolted down. If it were bolted down, none of that would have happened. But the fact that it wasn't is the convenience in my case.
gone.
Oh, and also the fact that the shelf fell on her with so many gaps in between, and it actually caught her rather than the.
Also, she didn't dodge when she heard the shelf
also
moving. When she heard the shelf falling, she didn't try dodging, at least to the holes or something. She used her giant arms to grab in the holes and con through.
Remember, alternates are incredibly slow, so I can see the not dodging part, but maybe trying to catch as it fell. That's a natural reaction. Although that's a reaction for humans, maybe not so much for alternates. I don't know.
Wait, we've got this place we can go to.
Guess we can keep moving.
We gotta find our way out of this McDonald's office thing.
McDonald's
Take some of these
office?
just in case.
This is a warehouse.
I guess that's why the shelf. Oh wait, that's why the shelf wasn't bolted, because it was blocking the hole, so it had to be something that someone moved in order to actually put it there. So of course when we bolted. Yep, no, I'm okay. No, I'm on board with it now. I get it now.
They seem to be pretty helpful.
Just in case, huh?
Yep. Let's see. We got the exit. Maybe?
Exit?
Oh, thank gosh!
Open.
Wait, it's not working?
Okay.
The power's
Okay,
off.
you flick it
Give it a
once
shot.
to
I just
open
did
it.
the same-
Flicking it 25 times isn't going to do stuff. You flick it once and it opens it, or it doesn't open. What do you mean? Yes, I'm gonna hit this 12 times. Okay.
You got to smack technology for it to work, much like my internet today.
Well,
That's
I thought
not how
if
that
did it with a
works.
little more zest.
maybe you did.
Step
What?
aside, Mama's coming through!
Woo! Kim!
What?
Oh.
Okay, Kim, that was a metal door.
We did
How are
work.
your bones not broken? Kim, that was a metal door. What did you?
I mean, she's more brawn than brains in this version, apparently.
Apparently.
Also, who says her bones aren't broken? Maybe she's gonna have just a floppy arm for the rest of the time.
Well, she'd have to have 2 floppy arms based on how she slammed into it.
You did it!
Well, she slammed one shoulder into it like that, so.
I'm so proud of you, Kim.
You're welcome.
Actually,
Yeah.
glad you thought of that.
Uh,
Okay, before we move on, I say that reminds me of this scene in Shrek the Third, where they do something very similar, but instead of that is the queen just headbutts 2 walls, which is definitely way worse than this. Even though the walls were
Yeah.
stone, this is metal, but still.
Yeah, this is
Kim,
like a-
Kim, watch out!
what?
Oh no, not my favorite character. I love her so much.
There's the vine. My glasses. I'm as good as dead.
God, that scream is so dumb. For her
We
being
gotta go!
cut in half.
No! Kim, please!
Also, how'd she even scream? Her
Yeah,
vocal
seemed very
cords are
muffled.
also
Yeah.
her vocal cords are also cut in half. How'd she even make a sound? I feel like that should have been a
I
moment
thought it
where
could've been
she.
Ouija for a second there, but no, it wasn't.
I feel like that should have been a moment where you at best you hear, like a sudden shock, because it seems pretty instant.
Another fun fact, by the way, for Lord of the Rings, there's a deleted scene where they filmed the death of Saruman. Not happens in the book and whatever. So, and what happened was, Christopher Lee, Peter Jackson told Christopher Lee to make a particular sound or something when he got stabbed by Grant Wormtongue. That's how Saruman dies, supposedly. Yes, Gandalf survives a fall from a volcano and Saruman gets stabbed. You can see why the scene was deleted. But anyway, the point is that when he did that, and Jackson tried to correct him and make him do some sort of scream in pain or something, Christopher Lee turns around and goes to him, "That's not what someone sounds like when they get stabbed." For those that don't know, Christopher Lee was a soldier in World War II, so he knows. He knows. So yeah, in conclusion, yes, when you get your vocal cords, your lungs in general, would just not work in that context.
Casey, hang on!
Oh no!
Wait, why is the
also Kim would not turn around as well.
Yeah, she's kind of cut in half.
If she got sliced in half, she wouldn't turn around like that. Yeah.
But also,
if anything, one half would turn around as the leg gets activated, and just split up like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But oh my god, no, not my favorite character. She was such a nice person in this show. I loved her so much. She was really intelligent and nice and smart, and I loved her. Oh no. I'm going to cry, Jacob.
Alas, poor Kim. We knew her, folks. A woman of intelligence and disposition, none of which we saw before us on this day. If anything,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna call it now. Levi drink for the death of this version of Kim.
Yay!
It's gone now. We can move on.
It's dead. I'm so glad. Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Ding dong, the Kim is dead. There we go.
Also, question: why did Michi just leave them alone after murdering Kim? Michi, why did you leave them alone?
Yeah, she got out of her system,
What?
Yeah, she got out of her system. She's all tuckered out. She'll come back and continue murdering later.
The alternates have a 1 kill
By the way,
per encounter
why
roll.
Kim-
They're when they encounter someone, it's
my question right now
okay,
is
we
why-
killed a person.
Why do Kim's clothes go on the inside of her body?
Yeah. I guess they didn't want to make it flesh colored.
Why would they not want to make it flesh colored? The rest of her is. It would have been less work.
Oh well.
Oh, Lord Almighty.
By the way,
waiting to
one
find out what's going on, Aphmau.
one
We gotta
thing I
go!
always find weird about server Kim's design is why does she have green eyes? Kim in My Street, since that's our only incarnation of Kim before the server, had brown eyes, and eventually she got this brown and blue heterochromia look when her and Ghost were more in sync at the end of season 6. But why does Kim have just full on green eyes in this? I find that kind of weird. I don't know. I find that. It's okay. But why is her eyes green? That's not your eye color. That is
Maybe
not.
because green eyes have no. Maybe because green eyes have no significance in this. In the
Oh well,
server
there are
continuity,
characters with
unlike
green eyes in My
so
Street.
they
Ziana
frequent-
has green. Ziana has green eyes in My Street.
Yes, they were
Yeah.
introduced beforehand. We've established this. Vlad also has green eyes. Yes, there are plenty of examples of that. And there are a couple of extras after Emerald Secret where that got pointed out. I talked about that in Phoenix Drop Days reviews. Both versions, actually. The original and the remake.
I don't know. I just
Maybe
find the whole
later.
Kim eye color change weird. I have a feeling when we eventually circle back around to My Street, Kim's eyes are going to be back to brown and blue technically because the ghost possession
Well, yeah,
eye or
because
whatever.
they have to be because in My Street they've established how significant green eyes actually are, so they're probably not.
Yeah,
going
but
to
I don't know. I
give
just find it
other
weird.
characters green
I
eyes
just
they didn't
find
have
it
before.
weird in context of the server
Especially
videos.
those who are at the lodge.
I just find it weird in context of the server videos of having Kim have green eyes randomly. I don't know. I find that weird. I feel like changing her eye color is just kind of strange. If anything, it's like, okay, but why did you have to change her eye color? You just keep her design the same.
No.
Okay, let's go. No. I'm sorry. So we really have just left Kim there?
I mean, what else could we have done?
She was cut in half.
For standing there while the thing did the thing.
Thing.
Well, it was like, I'm sorry this happened to you, not I'm sorry it was my fault. If anything, it was Kim's fault because you stood there and just watched the thing do its work.
We can't really fight those things.
I know, but
I mean, you have a
she
lighter and a fire extinguisher, so maybe you could try. You have an axe.
Too strong.
Yeah.
I mean,
2 2 words. Fabric, fireballs.
Guess all we can do now is...
I mean, Michi kind of just like dined and dashed, essentially. She's like, oh, Kim, dead. Okay, bye. It's like... Again, also, I find it...
She got all tuck it out. She got it out of her system.
Also, in the show, I just hate how some of the alternates kill and leave. Like, last episode, it was with Pierce. The Aphmau alternate broke the window, killed Pierce, and instead of coming inside the house going after Aphmau, Zane, and Kim, it left. Because reasons.
When you put it like that, it seems more like an intentional pattern.
I don't know, because...
Like, that's just how they operate.
I don't think that's how they're meant to operate, because, like... I really don't think that's how they're meant to operate. I just don't think Aphmau wants to have multiple fight scenes / multiple deaths happen in a single scene, or at least semi-consistently. But I mean, I don't...
That she needs more dolls on fire.
And I'm fine if you give an excuse, like maybe Aphmau throws her axe or something into the shoulder of Michi, and then Michi's arm ends up falling off, and then Michi, wounded, screams and then runs away, maybe leaving Aphmau's axe on the floor. In my opinion,
or
with
again,
stuff
she sets the doll on fire, and that is,
or you hit it with a doll, and maybe you, I don't know, smack it into a wall or something, and then it gets disoriented, and then you run away. Stuff like that. Like, I don't mind the fact that, these alternates are only killing 1% of the time, but you gotta give an excuse why the alternate isn't just taking everyone else's lives when clearly it has opportunity to murder more than one person immediately. Besides a vague, maybe they're playing with us excuse, or, it's like, okay, are they? I don't know.
Well, I mean, if they only ever go after one person at a time, we're assuming right now that there is no reason for it in universe. Well, but we've been presented with a pattern at the moment. We don't know the reason for the pattern yet, but it's still early days. So, as far as people will be concerned at this point in the series, that just could be like something that's undocumented from this threat that came out of nowhere. People wouldn't know everything about them, what they're designed to do. Even those making the broadcast out of winging it.
Also, I will say Kim's death here at least doesn't fall into the stupid category, which is good. Our second major death.
Well,
it
kind of does. She stood. She turned around. She turned around, stared at this thing that was growing an arm, and got sliced. I feel like it does
maybe. I guess I'm just like.
I know.
I'm trying to do what you do, where you're like, listen, this may be awful, and this may have not that many redeeming qualities, but look how great it can be. Look, I can see maybe there's some value. I'm trying. It's really hard for me with this.
The irony of, like, every time that you point out something, I then play devil's advocate, and then you say something, and then I'm like, no, that is stupid in comparison.
Yeah, listen, it's really hard with this show for me to be like... It's really hard for me to be like with the show. It's like, well, maybe... I don't know. And also, honestly, I'm thinking about it, is like with the views on the first review of the alternates, I'm wondering if the show really isn't that popular, unlike the convention scene where everyone like cheered when it came out or cheered when it was announced. Like maybe the alternates isn't that popular. I don't know. I can't tell. Like, do people actually care about the alternates?
Well, think about it this way. Well, think about it this way: the people that go out of their way to buy tickets to see Aphmau, attend a panel that's lasting several hours, are going to be the same people who will cheer on for a lot of the advanced projects, including the alternates. I'm not sure if it's the best microcosm of like the larger Aphmau community and like their reception to things.
Maybe, but even so, Aphmau at the very least thought the alternates was on the same level as Mermaid Tales Season 2, or at least fan base wise enough to put it on the whole second channel, which is meant to be for a somewhat older audience or older fans. So she at least
if anything,
somewhat
that might actually tell you something. That might tell you something, so that a lesser received show from back in the day that's is going to be like a revived in an attempt to potentially will do something different, but also tie in some multiverse stuff and hint towards the larger project everyone's waiting for. And a thing that the newer audience didn't quite gel with, so maybe the older audience will. It feels like they were put on the channel for different reasons, but ultimately it comes down to more or less the same thing. Something that wasn't as well received in the time that it came out. Give it a second wind on a second channel.
Maybe. I really hope the alternates doesn't get a
Kind of reminds me of
three.
like the original. Yeah.
Even I will say I do think the alternate season 2 is
the finale now.
I do think the alternate season 2 is a significant upgrade over season 1, but that's just because it seems a lot more scripted.
So you have said before, yes.
And also, we do avoid at least a handful of pitfalls. There are a handful of deaths by stupidity, which is honestly, Aphmau, if you're going to take anything from horror movies, do not take death by stupidity. Like, horror movies are already bad enough with that. Do not take that. That's a bad reason. Like, death by stupidity. But, like, gosh.
Stupid deaths, they're funny.
But, like, I mean, there was a lot more thought put into season 2, I would say. But, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of annoyed that Mermaid Tales has been, like, on Mermaid Tales has been, like, on a month hiatus or a month and a half. It's been a while since episode 5 came out. It's been a while. Like, Mermaid Tales has been put on such a hiatus so they can air all the alternates. And I'm like, I love Mermaid. Mermaid Tales is actually a really good show, and you're putting it on a hiatus for this long? Please don't. I just hope whenever Mermaid Tales returns,
now the finale's out, we may well.
Maybe. But it kind of just sucked though. Got
something else in the meantime.
If Aphmau's like, oh yeah, by the way, the alternate season 3 will be airing in 5 months. We're going to continue it. I know we've pretty much at this point murdered every major character, and we're scraping the bottom of the barrel of characters. But it's okay. It's okay. We could just keep finding random characters. You remember Ryland from Phoenix Drop High? Yeah, he hasn't made an appearance, so here's Ryland. And
honestly, the Werewolf Trio would be a fantastic return.
Who were the characters from SC University? Jenny. Jenny's here, and we love Diana, right? Diana's here. And you know what? Why not have Neko Wet? Although we can't really kill her, but she'll be a cameo.
Great in this. Ken would. Yeah. Well, I actually, but let's see, Aiden. Ken would be a fantastic addition to this series. He would have a bunker all to himself, having prepared for this, saying that the government was at fault. And of course, Diana would be the one person that he trusts overall. So it'd be great if she ended up, becoming alternate and betraying him. Yeah.
Oh, we should have Lady Bish and Lady Grandma.
I just see what you're saying in terms of the characters, but Aphmau would benefit from bringing back old characters or making new ones. Maybe not this, but just in general.
But in context of the alternate, in context of the alternate,
good about it was the new content, the new characters.
Yeah, but in context of the alternates, even when they bring back a character such as Daniel, they give him little to no explanation of his history of Aphmau or who he is as a person. It's just like, Daniel's here. And I mean, that's part of my issue where it's like,
we didn't
they're
get
just.
these people's history with Aphmau.
Yeah, and that's also a problem. But, like, it's also a problem when you bring back a more obscure character like Daniel, because Daniel isn't that well known on the main channel. At least Zane and Kim are well known on the main channel. Daniel has appeared in, like, what, 3-4 episodes of the main channel total and over the course of the past 4 years. So, you know, it's like one of those things where it's like, it's very different when you have a character like Daniel because you don't have much to pull from for Daniel, at least if you're going from new fan logic. Old fan logic, they'll know who Daniel is, but new fans will not know who Daniel is. Or like Sasha or anyone else.
So if it does end up on the second, if it ends up on the second channel, then yeah, old fan logic would reign supreme at that point.
I guess, but then old fan logic, it's like old fan writing quality isn't still there, unfortunately, which I'm sad about. But whatever, it's fine. I can wait longer for Mermaid Tales. I don't care.
Well, I mean,
I don't care.
Hey, look, you said that. Chances are they're going to relax on this. They're going to. The only show that I think Aphmau has done, like, the only 2 shows that was like a consistent upload after the season finale, like there's no hiatus, would have been between My Street Seasons, some of them, not all of them, obviously, and Diaries, because they were the main flagships of the channel.
Honestly, give me Diaries season 3,
you know,
or Diaries
on
Rebirth.
Neither one of Aphmau's channels on neither one of Aphmau's channels is there flagship series at the moment that's, like, you know, dominating over the others that would, or from like the main, like, standalone content like there was back in the day. So there most likely would be a season hiatus of some kind, filled in with either more Mermaid Tales.
Casey, come in. Where are you?
KC, Kim's dead. We've got a vacancy now. You want to be in the scene again? You want to be in the show?
You want to be here, you know? Kim, Casey, whatever you do not be as awful as Kim was.
We need someone who's good at hiding in the bushes. I'm already next to you. All right, you're in. Let's go.
Oh no, that would be well written, Casey, from older My Street. Oh, I missed that. So dark. Oh, okay. What is okay? I
heard something about a TV station, which you think you think they'd have better signal there, but there you go.
Don't worry, Casey. We're gonna get you out of there.
Do you think she's really at the TV station? She sounded like she wasn't sure. What is KC of all people doing at a TV station?
I don't know.
Well, she's watching some good TV. You're right. Duh.
Oh. Imagine if the walkie-talkie was an alternate. I was just trolling them the entire time.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I've escaped now. I'm actually on the other side of town. Okay, where are you now? Never mind, I'm back to the TV station.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like stuff like that would be awesome, but I don't. I'm pretty sure Aphmau doesn't do stuff on that cool level, unfortunately, which I'm sad about. I feel like the alternates, at least if you did cool stuff like that, like an alternate. I think that could be cool though. It could be creepy. You're like talking in the walkie-talkie. Like maybe the alternate, maybe I don't know. Maybe the alternates are like feeding you misinformation through the walkie-talkie. That could be cool. That could be creepy. It may not be scary, but I mean it's kind of hard to make Minecraft scary if I'm honest. But you know,
yeah,
you could try. I'm just like there. I don't
know. From some there are people who have done horror maps back in the day that actually did achieve precisely that.
I mean, yeah, but the thing about
well, I say they achieved that. Maybe I was just 13.
I mean that, and also to be fair, the thing of horror maps that make them really actually kind of scary is the fact that you're playing through it. It's like playing a horror game. What makes it scary is that you're playing through it and you're the POV character, versus here we're watching someone else play it in a scripted fashion. And it makes it would obviously it adds a level of cognitive dissonance from you and the what you're watching. So it's like, okay, none of this is real. Versus when you're playing it, you're like, okay, I'm in control of the situation. I can control what my character's doing, etc. It makes you feel closer to the situation than watching a video.
Yeah, that's some idea that I had like a long time ago for a series would be something where how like I used to make maps. Well, you might not know that because that was like
you mentioned it before.
Yeah, like I thought because how like a lot of those maps like are immersive or something. What if you actually took those maps and put like different characters in there, and people were playing through not as like a playthrough, pretending that they're involved in this, like they're like as if they themselves are playing it off seriously, like they're fully immersed in what's going on, even if it's just a parkour map or adventure map or whatever it might have been. Never thought of a show that would actually go along with that idea, so that's why that never happened.
I mean, you
could
do
how that would actually like play out in theory.
Maybe it's like live streamed or whatever, and you let the audience choose what you do as like a thing where it's like a live streamed horror experience where it's like should I go left or should I go right down this hallway? Oh no, there's this sound.
It doesn't have to be a horror experience, It doesn't have to be a horror experience, but yeah, choose your own adventure would be nice, and then like actually be able to like publish the maps, and so people can actually play through themselves and see.
Yeah,
that's also true. If it weren't live, you wouldn't actually even need that. Then again, there is actually apparently there's a video that I got recommended is talking about like some channel I've never heard of before actually, and about how there's a show called like Parkour Civilization or something that is apparently the biggest thing in Minecraft YouTube at the moment. And a cursory like a glance at that title makes me think that someone might have like pulled that off. The channel's called Aphmau apparently, so it's something to check out.
I'm pretty sure I watched shorts where they talk about it, and it's kind of dumb. Parkour Civilization. In this world, you have to parkour to get what you need. Now you could, and then they'll cut to another character like a villager being like, "Well, you could jump these 2 blocks and get these 3 pieces of steak, or you could do a little sprint jump and go to this 4-block jump and get this cake." Essentially, that's how it goes. It's really dumb. It's really dumb. I hate it.
Versus cake. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like what they're missing is just like actual steaks, but hey, I don't know.
Station. We gotta get something in there that can help us.
I hope at least something good's on the horizon. Wait, look!
Oh. Wait, let's go
inside. Perfect! Uh-oh.
What was that? Oh, I don't like
Ooh.
that.
Oh, I haven't seen this set before. We love reuse sets.
Please no, please no.
Oh, man.
Well, this isn't reused. I got to see the reused set in season 2. Because Aphmau didn't build new sets, apparently. I'm learning here. Apparently, some of these sets are very similar to the same.
Shows... Okay, well,
I
know. You know that like shows in general have scenes in the same locations. A lot of the time, that is because of budget, having like a bunch of things like filmed in like one area, like
Yeah, but the alternate season 2, mostly takes place in previous locations, despite I think them living in a separate area because the apocalypse for reasons, Which I thought
I was gonna say, if they were.
Which I'm like looking back at the alternate season, looking back at the alternate season 2, I'm like, how much of a budget did they actually realistically give themselves? They like spent a bunch of money making a new Aphmau model or Aphmau alternate model to make it look really cool. You know how Jason models stuff. They did that.
Yeah.
But I mean, they reused a lot of sets. I mean, I guess they made a handful of sets that we barely get to see, but like they reused a lot of sets in season 2 now that I think about it. Interesting.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course they do. Season 1 establishes the locations, for in shows in general, and season 2,
I mean, I guess
usually,
but like,
unless there's like a geographical change, we'll relish in them.
I guess, but even then, the sets in season 1 aren't very well detailed. Like, this is just a convenience store. In season 2, where they go? A convenience store. It's like, it's not really.
Okay, well,
it's
that's
not,
okay. That's a whole separate problem. That's a whole separate problem. If you think that like
It's
this
like-
not being detailed, that's a different issue than them reappearing.
Yeah, I'm like thinking about it now. It's like, maybe season 2 had a lot lower budget than I was thinking it did. Because I knew season 2 had a lower budget than Mermaid Tales. Maybe season 2 had
Or
a
they
lot
spent the
lower budget.
on particular models, and they didn't have much left over.
Maybe. That also could be it.
Us?
Think so?
Do you think she heard us?
No.
Oh, while we're here, we can grab something to eat. At least.
I mean,
it makes sense, but still.
Look, I have been living off prune bars for weeks. This is refreshing to me.
Okay.
weeks? It's
Alright.
been weeks? What do you mean? It's been a day.
Weeks.
It's been a day. What do you mean? It's not been weeks. Whoa. Get your timeline straight. It's not been weeks. The apocalypse just started.
How long has Aphmau been unconscious? How long has Aphmau been unconscious for? Is now the question I'm asking.
She couldn't be unconscious very long. I mean, she would have died of thirst and starvation if it was more than a. It's
That's
fine.
true. Yeah, that would have
It's
happened.
fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. The timeline makes no sense, but who cares? Who cares? This show is so good. I love this show so much. It's so much better than Mermaid Tale season 2. I'm so glad we're waiting.
This is saying that he hasn't bought anything else for weeks before the apocalypse started.
Oh God, that's also awful, dude. And also, I thought we killed. Oh wait, you're still alive. How long? How much? What does it take to kill you? Apparently, a giant metal shelf didn't kill you.
No.
Also, the Michi Ultimate just screams.
Maybe that was right
apparently.
before, yes, and she did get like hit by the air pockets.
Maybe.
Or again, this could be just a different alternate Michi. We saw that there were several.
I mean, I guess there were multiple. It did said there was multiple alternate Zanes, so I guess.
Oh no.
I mean, Michi is the worst, so I guess.
All right, let's finish collecting supplies and get out of here now.
Jackpot!
What? What'd you find?
Looks like there's a power station right.
That does suggest that Michi at least is still alive somewhere in order for them to continue to copy her.
Through the woods that leads to the TV station.
Really? Oh, perfect. All right.
Now we just have to get past her.
That or Aphmau didn't feel like making a new skin for alternate
Hang on.
characters, so they're like, let's just reuse
How are we gonna
Michi's
do that?
skin.
Let's see. You just run
I
outside,
really hope
make
that's
a
not
distraction.
why we kept seeing alternate
Well, that's the
Michi.
one area of this show that doesn't seem to be. Well, I don't know. This seems to be like the one area where they're really pulling out all the punches because you've had so many different alternates like like the giant Huggy Wuggy thing, the burger that you missed before. Yeah.
Also, I will
like,
say
a lot of that stuff,
the more we see
it feels like that's where the budget is going compared to everything else.
the more we see alternate Michi, the less I'm scared of her. Because here's my thing: as much as she did kill Kim, maybe because she was kind of just staying there staring at her, but ignoring why Kim died, ignoring that the whole scene building up to that, the fact that this alternate Michi clearly is very blind and deaf and couldn't find them in like a toy warehouse and then had a shelf dropped on it. It didn't murder Kim, which I guess ups its threat factor. But then them in the convenience store, them just like walking around the shelves, were able to easily evade it, which makes it less threatening as a threat. The more you see it, the less threatening it becomes, in my opinion. You gotta kind of have it do more threatening stuff, or have it, or not, or have a different threat.
Yeah.
Maybe use this. Come on.
Ew, gross. Great, so you want to use me as bait?
Not as bait. Look, would you rather be bait or dead, okay?
Fine, bait.
Exactly. My signal will work together. I'm not leaving anyone behind. Not if I can help it. Not like him. All right. Wait. There's an oil truck. Right, keep her busy.
There's only
I have an
one
idea.
person to
I'll
leave
follow your
behind
plan.
right now.
Just give me the signal.
Yeah. All right. Just follow my signal. You go first.
Okay, here I go.
Okay. Good luck, Zane.
Hey, ugly! Look at me over here!
I like how we're still whispering to each other, even though Zane had, like, left. Again, this is the one time you're like, hey, proximity chats would make a lot of sense, but no, don't do that. Proximity chat has so many.
Here! You've got those freaky arms. Well, take a look at my arms waving around.
Oh, okay, just keep going.
Oh, F, she notices me.
How do I
That's
use
kind
this?
of alright.
F, I can't keep her distracted.
Hey, KC, do you happen to know how to operate an oil truck? Oh, well, of course, this version means a mechanic.
When you make noises like that.
Okay. Alright.
Oh no.
Zane, stand back! Alright.
Okay,
Lighter in.
green oil, sure.
Got it! Ah! This is revenge for Kim! Go, Zane!
Hurry! Get down, F!
Go! No! Oh!
Not quite as cool a line, but hey, close enough.
Oh, did that work?
We really avenged Kim! I did, I think. Let's just keep moving before one of those alternates show up, okay?
Fine by me.
We did it! We did it! We did it! Yeah, Loithemus, we did it! We blew up a truck and avenged our murdered friend. We did it!
Let's go. This way.
Come on, hurry.
Looks like we're not far now. The power station's just beyond this path.
I hope. But the woods look different.
Hey, yeah, by the way, back there, how did you know to use the radio?
What? It went off on its own. I didn't do anything. That means she responded to it.
Huh.
Oh no. Roy has bugged the sending stones again.
I know.
Interesting.
I just wish I had put the connection together sooner, then maybe Kim would still be here.
There's nothing we can do now, Af. We just need to get to KC.
Agreed. But what was that? Please no. Please not again. My little heart
Can't be anything good, that's for sure.
There's a deer. Oh no.
What do you think you're gonna do about it?
I mean, maybe I can help
Here,
the deer.
I'm a deer.
Does it hurt?
Here, I'm a deer.
Hey! Nope!
What-
Nope!
what's the matter?
Nope! 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 Stay away from that deer.
Whoa, whoa, hey!
I don't know what to do. Oh!
Kill it!
Zane! Oh, wait!
Stupid thing, that was my last arrow.
Caitlin! You're
Wait,
alive!
Aphmau?
But, okay, Caitlin, great to see you here. Travis, same for you. Just retrieve the arrow. Just pull it out of the carcass.
Oh my gosh!
You mean we're not alone?
Oh, you guys are back. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, apparently not. Just, we're surviving.
Survive.
Hello, Lizzie. It's nice to meet you again. Hello, Lizzie.
Yeah. You've got some very clean clothes for wearing all white and being out in the woods.
How do we
Yeah.
know you two aren't alternates?
Really?
I will
Again?
say,
We
I
can't be too careful.
don't really enjoy Caitlin's outfit in this. I feel like Caitlin in previous series and previous stuff has worn better outfits. The only outfit I think is worse than this is Caitlin's My Street Season 1 outfit, the initial one we had, like with the brown and the white. That's the only outfit of Caitlin's I actually don't like. I like less than this current one.
I personally
I'm-
actually really like the fact that Caitlin doesn't have a fashion outfit on, because why would she dress good for the apocalypse?
I mean, I guess.
No. I get it. We saw the broadcast on TV.
Yeah, when the power went out, we thought going to the power plant would be the safest bet to head to. We were hoping
What?
to find any survivors there.
We're heading
Okay,
there too.
that's a.
We think Casey.
I mean, I wouldn't go to my local power plant
I
if
mean,
my
of
power
course,
went
assuming it's not a
out.
trap and the Alders got the power on purpose to lure people there, but I don't know.
It's
I
trapping
mean,
them.
I,
Least we think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wait. Oh. Oh,
Uh,
I don't like that.
Okay, do the Alders just like work on like a Hydra basis? Like you kill one of them in any form and like several others just spawn around you? It happened with the burgers. The duck was one giant duck, but you know, by the combined mass alone, it was equivalent of an army, I suppose. I guess that's just how they work.
Yeah.
Which makes you wonder, is there going to be a giant army of Michis somewhere nearby now they've done that thing?
Yeah,
dear, these are-
one thing I will note
I mean,
as
they're not all
well,
friendly, especially after you.
and like I played around with this when I was designing characters for Hypothetical Zombie Apocalypse World. But anyways, that's enough about. But yeah, but basically, when I designed the characters, I designed them in a way where I had their fashion make sense in the context of a zombie apocalypse, being like, for example, not showing off skin, and having like a bit more concealing clothes, just and stuff to kind of generally not have exposed flesh, right? I feel
That's great. That's great for when they're like already like in the mix of the apocalypse. If the apocalypse starts, then they're not prepared. It makes sense for them. Some of them.
Okay,
to
yeah,
not
but
have
they were at their house when the apocalypse started, and saw the broadcast. So hypothetically, Caitlin, for example, could have changed her clothes.
Oh, so they just like grabbed a bunch of clothes and okay.
I mean, Travis is fine.
Right,
I mean, personally, I think Travis should roll down. Looks like Travis's sleeves are a little rolled up, so I personally would have had Travis roll down his sleeves completely, so his arms completely covered. Again, it's just like one of those things where it's like you're in the apocalypse, and you got to kind of take into account. Like, you gotta wear stuff light enough that gives you movement where you could be able to move, throw a punch, etc. But you also gotta make sure you're covered up so where you have at least fabric or clothes somewhat protecting you just in case you get cut or bitten or wounded in any fashion as well. You need it. You kind of need to take those
that's
into
great
account.
for when the apocalypse is infection based. For here, it's not so much of an issue, but in general, yes.
And the
Killed their family member.
and the man
Come on,
and the
we should
man
stick together.
and the Mandela
Especially since our ammo-
catalog, the alternates can affect people. And since Aphmau specified this based off the Mandela catalog, assumably they can infect people too. Assumably.
That suggests that maybe that. We haven't seen that happen yet, so I don't know at the moment if that's the case. I don't remember any of the broadcasts detailing that particular plot point.
Is out.
Yeah, I haven't asked.
They're just deer behind you, human
Come on,
faces
guys.
facing you, and you're walking very briskly.
Come on, move. Fast. Let's go.
Move faster, run! There are scary
remember,
deer.
All the alters are extremely slow for some reason, so. Honestly, don't run. Every alternate so far has been incredibly slow. Just maintain a brisk pace, and you'll be perfectly fine.
I don't know. I don't. Oh wait, how the deers get so far back? They didn't even go that. I know you said they're slow, but they're not that slow. I think they're further behind than they were before.
Slow.
No, I think they're further behind than they were before. Like they stopped moving. Why?
Maybe there was a barrier that they put. No, maybe there's a barrier they put there, so in case that they took too long to improv their way into actually like walking away, that the deer wouldn't actually reach them in the sea.
Oh God. This show is so awesome, man. This show is so good. I just every time the more I see this show, the more I realize I was wrong, Jacob. This show, honestly, screw Mermaid Tale Season 2. I vote the Aphmau Stories channel just becomes all about the alternates. It's just the alternates channel now. Aphmau Alternates. That's what we're calling it. I think that's what I've come to.
Hey, Jacob, let's review the alternates. Yeah, but what a great idea, Aiden. Let's do that.
Listen, I just hate how I'm unable to find too much good in here. I mean, I find like moments I like, and then it's quickly undercut by 20 other things I dislike. It's like, wow, that was nice when it lasted. Anyways, that was a nice second of enjoyment I got. Anyways, now back to why this show is not good. It's like, oh God. Like it's honestly like with the alternate for me is the opposite of like something like Mermaid Tale Season 2. Mermaid Tale Season 2 I really like. Does it have its moments where I'm like, that's not great, or I don't really like that? Yes. I have my moments of Mermaid Tale Season 2, for example. But, like, the problem is I like a majority of it. Like, I like about, say, 98% of it. And there's just a handful of stuff that I'm like, okay, that's dumb, or, okay, yeah, that's not exactly perfect, whatever. Like, when I question the magic system. But this show, it's like, yeah, I hate 95% of it, but at least I like 5% of it? Yay! And liking the 5% isn't really...
Yeah, that's how I feel about some gacha videos, honestly.
It's like,
you know, some of them, you know, I'm really enjoying well, and I'm just nitpicking for the sake of making a balanced review. And other ones, I'm nitpicking in the reverse direction of trying to be positive and trying to draw out like any sliver of positivity that I possibly can. Which is not what's happening here, by the way. I am enjoying myself as we're going through this. Maybe not for the intended reasons behind it, but I am.
God, this show
was
is
that?
so not
It's a
scary.
radio. Casey, we're here.
Quiet!
I'm trying, Zane, but I need to talk to Casey. Hurry! I think something's... yeah.
Just hang on, Casey. We're almost there.
Oh, the deer are after you again.
They're not happy.
Shh, that's something.
Oh,
Yeah. Fabric, fireball, fabric.
great!
Go, go,
Static
go, go,
must
go,
be
go.
spooking them.
Stampede!
Go, go, go! Everyone up the hill now! Go! Quick, Zane!
Come on.
I'm running!
Go, go, go! Let's see if I can get the door open.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
What do we do?
Get out of the way, let me
Get
see.
it open, hold
Okay.
them off. Oh, no.
That's not how you do
wow.
it!
What is that thing?
Whoa.
Why?
Oh, Aphmau is like a
Travis,
weird
the door!
Wait, is it...
Wait a second.
It's still locked.
Guys,
I
that
can't
alternate
get
thing
it!
is here.
Guys, over here.
Go, go, come on!
Come on.
Come on, this way, this way,
Open
this
it
way!
up. Go, go, go.
Let's go.
Also, wait. Now you think about it. Now that Caitlin's in this episode, you know who would have made more sense to bash herself into a metal door to break it to open it up when it's locked? You know what character would have made sense for that? Caitlin. That's who Caitlin is. That's what Caitlin does.
The answer is Gareth, actually, but Caitlin's the second answer.
Yeah, there's so many other
Well, it's what
characters.
Gareth does mostly, but Caitlin is the second. Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, it's just like, I hate how I could easily pick out characters. Like, Ian works as a dumb character who is a jerk. Michi is a jerk who could totally beef with Zane. Caitlin could totally break down a metal door, but it's like, no. Kim does all that. We're giving that all to Kim. It's like, why though? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't make sense. I'm confused.
I guess the silver lining is that Caitlin would.
Caitlin would have died.
Well, actually, no. Even then, Caitlin and Zane also have a rocky history. So
yeah, they could have bickered. You know, that would have worked.
Minus the dumb parts. Yeah. Caitlin would have never done the dumb parts, but yeah.
Yeah,
Aside
most
from that,
characters
it would've
wouldn't do the dumb parts.
What are you doing?
Making sure that thing doesn't get in.
By doing
Oh, there
what?
she is.
I think it could see
There's
you.
no opposable thumbs,
There's a
so
hole.
I guess it can't really
There's
do
a
it.
hole.
That was the scariest one I've seen yet.
It's just
Wow.
it's even
By the
attack-
way, this is the thing that
That
also
means we can
annoys
get
me
to-
here. Why is the help all looks obviously like quickly drawn, right? You know, like hastily drawn and stuff. But if you notice, every drawing of the word help is the same drawing, just copy and pasted. It's just the same texture, copy and pasted everywhere.
Oh yes.
And I'm like, it doesn't work that well,
I mean, yeah, of
especially
course
if
it
you-
is.
I don't know. I kind of wish they at least made 2 to 3 versions of help, just drawn hastily in different ways. Maybe that would have been a bit better. Then it would have been more believable. But add a bit of
true.
variety.
Yeah, but unless it's all meant to be written by the same person. Even then, there'd be slight variations.
Yeah, there'd be
naturally
slight
speaking, but
variations,
It would
like-
at least it would just be stand to reason, like, hey, you know, yeah.
Casey!
Hey, I'm worried too, but let's not rush him too fast, all right?
Come on, you heard her on the radio! Something was just outside her door!
Keep your voice down.
What if it was
We just
you?
need to be careful, all right?
Then we need to hurry!
I know.
What's got him so upset?
Something about Casey?
We already lost Kim and Fierce. We can't lose another friend.
Well, let's make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, we need to. Zane! Zane! Wait, another help. Zane, please, let's regroup.
Good, let's keep it that way.
Thank you.
What? You were running
Zane-
away.
that-
You were
that-
running away
Zane
from
left on
us.
his own for some time and returns shortly after. He certainly
No.
was, and he returned shortly after with acting a little bit different. Who
And-
knew?
I'm
All these
pretty sure
scribbles
that's not
and
what
what-
happened.
What is...
Look at all of them.
Who's counting down tabs?
Maybe someone was trapped?
Maybe.
Wait, guys, look!
What is it? TV?
Looks like some kind of access tunnel.
TV station, this is it! If we can get through here, we can get to KC!
It certainly does. That's why it says TV station access. Thank
But
you.
we don't
Caitlin.
know if Casey's...
Granted, Lizzie did not know that Aphmau would have opted to find zoomed into the sign. That's what happens when you don't rehearse these kind of things. It's naturally gonna happen.
There.
Okay, come on!
Zane,
Are you serious?
Looks like
The
it isn't
power
ours.
is
I can
out.
see that, Travis!
Zane, please.
Which, now that I think about it, actually, how come this room is so well lit? Do they have just fire lanterns in the basement of a TV studio? Okay.
Calm down, let's work together. We've made it this far, okay?
Yeah, if we don't all go insane first.
My sanity is perfectly fine!
Oh,
What?
Look, you do...
Well,
Uh-huh.
that's great, Zane. But you know, Charles was saying that for everyone, not just
Zane has taken the torch for unlikable character from Kim after she got viciously murdered. Like, okay,
I think he
so
might
like,
actually be going a little bit insane. But I just want to admit it.
here's the thing about it. I do appreciate the concern for KC here. That makes a lot of sense for Zane as a character. That being said, I feel like, or I think whatever direction they gave Keston, hey, be really pushy and really concerned for KC, Keston or the writers, whoever actually properly planned out, is going overboard with him being pushy. Like, this isn't just like super concerned, worried. This is going too overboard, if that makes any sense, with the kind of characterization. You know, it could set up pretty good death to where he gets murdered by a KC that he's so concerned about KC, he gets tunnel vision, and then he gets murdered by a KC alternate. That could set up a cool death. I don't think that will happen. But you know
something. You gave me an idea a while ago, actually. When you said that, said maybe it was you at her door. That would have been like an idea of like, oh yeah, she thinks that Zane is going to come to her rescue, so the alternates adapted, and then made an alternate Zane to lure into full sense of security. But that could also mean we could have like two parallel scenes where Kawaii-chan is Casey is found by a Zane, and Zane finds a KC, and it turns out that they're just in different locations. Somehow you play with a little bit of camera trickery there, and each one has found the alternate of the other. That would be an amazing cliffhanger right there.
That'd be awesome. I don't think there's that many cinematics in the show.
Wouldn't you be if you were in my position?
I mean, that'd be cool, but I don't think there are many cinematics in the show. The main thing
that'd be difficult to pull off in first person.
Yeah, the main thing that gets
Unless
cinematics.
two dark rooms. If you had two dark rooms, you could pull that off.
The main thing that gets cinematics in the show is the death scenes and the animation. We only get more casual cinematics in season 2. That's only really a thing that starts in season 2, unfortunately.
Yeah, when I said cinematics, I didn't mean like just cutting to animation or to machinima, although that would work. What I meant was how you like specifically like the scene is filmed. Then again, I guess if it's a solo scene between Zane and Casey, it would have to be cinematic. So I suppose that would also track.
Unless you had Casey as the POV.
That could also be something that's animated.
Yeah, that would be cool. But
yeah, potentially.
This show has so many
in your position,
for
Zane.
me.
This is my friend too, okay? Look, I'm trying to help, all right?
No, you're right. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I get it. The power station and see what we can do.
All right.
Yeah, we're with you.
Maybe it'll power the little doors to open things up.
Yeah, this place is not up to code.
Yikes.
Sorta. Just be careful. All right.
Good point.
Yeah.
Interesting. This place
Oh,
has
that's interesting,
power.
like assembly line thing.
Guess it's got a generator.
Hey, Aph, maybe over here?
I'll explain the lights
What
in
is
the
it?
basement.
I'm betting the controls are somewhere overlooking the place.
Overlooking the place? All right.
Yeah, come on.
Oh.
What? What is it?
What is it?
There's someone
Shush.
else controlling an alternate.
Oh boy. Well, there's 4 of us. Let's just attack him.
Yeah, with what?
Here.
Aphmau has an axe
I'll take a
and lighter.
A lighter?
Saying
How's
it
a
now.
lighter going to help?
It's more useful than you'd think.
Yeah, come on.
Just no. This is where you tell Travis that their weakness is fire.
And now, go!
Now what is it?
I don't
It is
think
all.
It's gonna attack.
Hello. Yoo-hoo.
Or it doesn't care?
So it's not trying to kill.
I don't know. I vote.
Surprise! Yeah. Just like.
I vote. We kill it anyways because it is
Maybe it's
still
just-
alternate. I mean,
Yeah,
we
that's
haven't
fair.
really seen any friendly
its
alternates so
job.
far. So I'm just saying.
Ugh.
I thought I was gonna kill you.
And
With
it
the,
just
with,
left.
with the potential, with dubious exception of that second gigantic fusion deer thing.
Well, we have
Yeah.
a job to do, getting that power back on, so...
Yeah, but nothing's lit up here. Hey, a
Oh,
battery.
batteries.
Maybe we
Wait, the
gotta
power
put
station's
this-
powered by batteries.
Oh yes, an inconspicuous battery. Yeah, an inconspicuous battery that's just in the corner of this room, right as you need power. Well, gee, not suspicious at all.
Oh, this way. Let's see. Did that do anything?
Huh?
Wait,
What was that?
What was
this
that?
is the battery.
Guys, batteries power
That
the
one
whole
then.
town.
What the-
Apparently,
oh,
the
that's
whole
piercing.
town is battery powered for reasons.
Yeah. This is what like it feels. This is what like an adventure map sort of feels like. Minus like the only difference here is that you don't have the command blocks or particular path that you're told to go down essentially. So yeah, that's another reason why I'm wondering if that idea that I had before would have worked or not.
What's that?
Oh no!
What?
Oh my gosh! What?
Okay,
Wait, what? The walkie-talkie?
okay. I know.
Hello?
I guess it's good everyone's reacting, but also part of me feels like everyone is overreact. I don't know. I guess it's a reaction, but part of me,
Are they? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I go back and forth.
It's
There's
also
part of
I mean,
me.
maybe it's possible they've been underreacting up until now.
If that's the case, then that's a problem for previously, not currently. Which is like, oh,
Yeah. Well,
that's also not
would
great.
be the first time that we've drawn that conclusion.
Let's get the battery and get the power back on and see what happens.
Right before that head becomes one of ours.
Exactly. Come on, move, now! The conveyor belt had to drop the battery out somewhere, along with Pierce's head. Let's look around. Just be on your
Got it.
toes.
Right.
This place gives me the
Yeah,
creeps.
same. Oh, maybe up this way.
The fact that it specifically
there's
appears
another
as head
room.
implies the ordnance
Oh.
are
Yeah,
able
you're
to
Don't see
know
the
exactly
kid-
what
Ugh,
it's formed
gross.
them with.
Travis,
Somebody get me
Come
out of
on.
this.
hang on.
There you
hold on.
go.
got it.
Oh God, I forgot the
Okay.
model that you could
Just,
throw people.
Keep our voices down,
That's a
okay?
thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot
Hey,
about
wait, look up
that.
there. It's more of those doll things.
Yeah, we saw it before, but Zane.
Huh?
Dropping into there.
What is that?
What does it drop
Oh, the
off?
doll
Getting
queen.
rid of
Battery.
weapons.
It's right there!
Ah, that was easy.
Too easy.
Well,
dangerous
Who's
projectiles.
gonna go down and grab it?
Not it.
Not
Got
it.
it.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, you got this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just found each other, but
I would describe this as
I
a
believe you.
byproduct of this being on the main channel. That felt childish. That just flat out felt childish. Like, not it. Really?
Yeah.
You're in a situation. Normally, you would debate who's best to do
I
it.
do like how there are moments of levity in this.
But like that feels
But yes.
childish. Like, oh yeah, we should go. Somebody needs to go get that battery. It could be dangerous.
Yeah,
not
that was
it.
not a good example, but I like how they're yeah.
And
I
I'm
like
just
that was saying like they're trying to line them. It's kind of like us with D&D. How you know
okay.
like, we'll take certain scenes seriously, but a lot of the time we're cracking jokes deliberately for that reason as well.
Yeah, but
it just depends on how you do it. I think.
Yeah,
in this case,
but even then, with certain jokes, though, certain jokes cut the tension too much. Like, the tension of the scene should be who's willing to go get the battery and, like, if the battery's a trap. That should be, like, the main point of the scene, not... If you don't want to cut that tension.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't work here, but I see what they were trying to do.
I guess...
I appreciate that.
Yeah, just hurry up, please.
You guys are lucky. I like to keep a level head as much as possible.
Oh, just hurry up! You know, this deadly battery, you know.
Watching.
Great.
No.
I love this tone.
Please nothing, please nothing.
I love the tone right now.
Come on, hurry.
I'm so happy.
Wait, what's happening?
No.
These alternates can't get head dimensions correct, can they? They're always
What is
upside
it
down.
doing?
No.
It's being a spider.
That thing hatched?
I don't
Into
know.
what?
Well, it didn't really hatch. It was a
Heck
spider.
no.
What is that thing?
Spider Pierce head.
By the way, for the record,
I think it's pretty creepy.
Considering your rampant arachnophobia, the fact that didn't get you is also an indictment on, you know, the scare factor.
Okay.
Of this series.
I will say, my
That's the most disturbing
arachnophobia
thing I've
is complicated because it's like realistic spiders that get me. Cartoony spiders actually don't get me, but realistic spiders get me. Slash spiders in real life. The moment I see a spider in real
fair
life,
enough.
I'm instantly dodging it like the plague.
Well, those are realistic by definition. So
yeah, but like,
well, yeah,
like
those are realistic by definition. So that makes
cartoon
sense.
spiders don't
Never
really
seen.
scare me very much. So, you know. But I mean, that wasn't the visual, Elise.
Guys,
Yeah, good idea.
I'm traumatized.
Wait, that traumatized you,
Here's
girl?
the-
You had so much trauma in this show.
Wait, what kind of power system is this?
Batteries.
What kind of power system is this, by the way, where you like have to put in one of the batteries to be given the second battery? Wouldn't that
To
just
power
waste
it.
so much time at the beginning of the end
Yeah.
of work days?
I don't know.
This
Don't
is
have a wonder.
also this is like main channel stuff where like the characters
Come
are given a
on.
task,
It's
so they can do another task. And normally the task is kind of dumb, but you know it's the task to do another task because they need to fill a video runtime. So I guess you know main channel syndrome. Yay!
Yes!
It's extremely inaccurate and ineffective, but still.
Okay. All right. This is good.
Yeah, wait.
Oh,
Power's on them. Casey!
Wait. Yeah, you're right. Go, go, go.
Okay, let's move.
Maybe she's good. Just keep an eye out.
On.
Look above.
Hang on, Casey, I'm coming!
Don't worry, we're almost there, Casey.
Wait, look out!
Yeah, Caitlin!
Got him!
Wait, what the?
Oh, Travis, are you okay?
Yeah, no, that's fair. Travis is, yeah, but Zane said it himself. It wasn't up to code.
Hang on.
Yeah, just
Okay.
help me up!
I got you.
Come on!
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay.
Thank you, Caitlin.
And
yeah,
now
of
Zane's by
course.
himself. Long live the king. Oh, okay, close enough. My leg! My leg!
No!
Travis.
Fools.
Caitlin! No!
I'm so sorry. We have to. We
Okay,
have to go now.
that was
No,
not a
no,
stupid
no!
Move.
That was
Travis.
Now hurry!
Caitlin, she's...
I know. It's okay.
Oh man, we were so close. We were so close to getting an Aphmau and KC scene. I always loved those. I said before, my favorite part of season 1 of My Street is the relationship between those three characters. Oh well. Oh well.
Come on. We gotta come back before that thing comes back. Now.
No!
Travis, we have to go!
Going.
Come on!
No.
Caitlin!
No.
Was.
Get the door now!
I can't believe it.
I know, Travis. I know. I'm sorry. Oh no.
I can't believe it.
Oh, and now there's all these
actually
arrows
gone.
and blood.
was
Again, I
so
wonder if it's a
brave.
trap.
You two were together for...
No, it wasn't like that. But I
For
wanted
weeks,
it to be.
apparently.
Oh, I've lost people too. That's why we're out here.
And yeah, classic thing, Travis and Kate not being... Oh, well. You gotta prolong traveling. Just to annoy me personally, I suppose. Okay. But yeah, I'm more focused on the fact that these arrows should not be the way that the one is led to the TV station. I feel like now is where it's starting to fall apart a bit for me. And ironic enough, the moment when Aiden leaves is where I start to question more things.
I don't want to lose any more, okay?
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
keep on our toes, guys, please.
All right. Well, which way do we go now?
We're not the only ones who came down here, obviously. Let's follow the markers this time.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that.
Zane, what do you think? Zane? Zane?
Whoa.
Please, this isn't funny, Zane.
He's gonna laugh.
No, it's hilarious. Just
Zane?
alternates. Oh, there's alternate people. These places.
See, this is what I was saying before, by the way. You know, of Zane potentially, like, losing his sanity and that being, like, a prelude to what was going on here. I mean, after everything that we know that he's been through for apparently weeks, it makes a lot of sense. Especially, like, right after this event, like, that this would happen to someone. This I can understand completely. I think we're back on track. Which probably means that Aiden is about to reappear.
Zane, I need you to listen to me, okay?
No!
Whoa.
You listen to me. This is all a dream, isn't it? Just one bad dream that we'll never wake up
Zane,
from.
Zane?
I mean, potentially. I mean, that was what the last episode.
Losing it.
I know he is. We didn't come as far to give up, okay? Think of Casey. She needs you.
Oh, Casey! Yes! I'll be
Where
with
are you
you
going?
soon!
Zane, please wait! Oh my
What's happening?
gosh. Zane? Oh no, it caved in. What is going
Cut
on?
off. Hang on, let me get over there.
Nothing is happening. I can't.
Okay. If he's not okay, I'm not kind of this is a stupid death. Because, again, I understand why he went insane. I get it, and also he didn't know the room was going to explode. Who would have guessed that?
This will take forever to get out. Oh no, is he dead?
Hey, just... It's like you said, right? We have to keep
Probably.
going.
Yeah,
It's what Caitlin would have done.
yeah. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Oh, tripwire.
We
Oh,
need-
that's why. It was a tripwire activated redstone trap that they, like, put together, and that's why it was there. Okay. Clever
Get out
setup.
of this place.
Follow the markers then?
Yeah. Let's move. This way?
Okay. How many tunnels do you think there are?
I don't know. This way though.
Yeah.
The arrows are pointing to this door. Which could be a good thing or a terrible thing. But it's a supply room.
Okay, but what is this place? It looks like it's been cleaned out.
Yeah, but
And
not
a stone
everything.
cut in the middle there.
We do have a
Okay.
crowbar here.
Crowbar. Nice, I guess.
We could use this for defense.
You gotta get the axe
yeah.
back.
What is this?
What is that? Hairspray?
Huh.
What, you plan on...
Okay, that is going to be useful combined with the lighter. Now I'd say the lighter should be usable more often.
styling your hair?
No. But I do think I could send the alternates out in style if I use it correctly. Come on,
Okay.
keep moving.
Sounds
Yes,
good
you
to me.
can.
Right behind you. Oh, man, this place really does go on forever.
Seriously.
By the way, someone in the comments pointed out that like every time the screen glitches is like imminent danger. And that being like one of like the things I saw that in the comment section.
Wait a minute.
It's possible.
Did you see that?
You also like wonder like if the oxidized copper or something was, deliberate. Or if they just put those down in a particular
Yeah, I
order.
do, but what's that thing on the ground?
I'm not sure. Let's
Oh, is
see.
that alternate in its purest
There's more
form?
over
I
here.
don't like
As it
this. Be
changes?
careful.
I don't like it either. But we need to keep moving. There's more of it. Wonderful.
Huh? Whoa. Okay, it looks like jumping across is our only option.
Yep. Looks like it. Come on, just go slow, okay? Or
Yeah.
as slow as we can.
This is
Focus.
alternate ink,
You
then.
okay?
No, it just
Origin.
doesn't look like normal water.
You'd make a
Yeah,
point.
come
Oh, okay!
Wow, okay, it's alternate water.
Oh.
Just go now. We have no choice. We just gotta keep moving. Go, go, go.
I'm coming.
Just go, go.
Yeah.
Travis!
Help me!
No! No, I got you. I got this. Ah,
Go, do it. There it is.
careful. You okay?
Okay, I'm coming across.
Go! Let's go! Watch out for the tentacle!
Thank you. Whoa, look out!
Travis, come on, come on.
Coming.
Go, go, go! Go in!
Oh, we made it.
No. Okay, we're good. That was terrifying.
Oh, this place is the worst. I'm sick of it. What's next? The pipes are gonna come alive?
No, I hope not. You're okay, right?
Don't give him
Yeah,
ideas.
I'm good. You good?
I'm good. Let's keep it together, okay? We gotta keep moving.
Okay.
Casey might be somewhere nearby. This way. Come on. Maybe if we find Casey, we can find some others.
Well, this place looks like it was hit pretty hard.
Yeah, but a weird spot for the TV station to be.
I don't know. Let's just look around. Maybe
It doesn't
there's
look
like
that
some
bad, apart from the
camera
papers on the
footage
floor.
or something. There's got to be a
Yeah.
clue.
But wait, cameras. I wish we had those. Let's
Nothing
see.
here.
Where?
Well, the power's been off
Hello,
until recently, so the
PC?
footage might not actually
Nothing.
be
There's
useful
just
to you.
papers and locked doors.
Really? Maybe I can try using the walkie-talkie again.
I mean, if you think
Let's
it's worth a
see.
shot.
Might draw people to us, but still.
You
Well, that's if they're even like around in this place, because I mean, if there are no alternates nearby, not that you can tell at this point, but you would not really, they wouldn't be able to access you that easily. Then again, if they figure out how to open doors, then maybe.
sure we want to do that?
We have no choice. All right. Hello, Casey? You there? Aphmau? Casey, we're at the TV station. We're in the lobby. Thank goodness! On the floor!
Did I say
Top
TV?
floor.
Do you think I said TV station? No, you misheard me. I said TV sensation. I was at my favorite idol's house. Imagine if they just said that. It's like, why did we even come here?
She has to be here.
She's gone. Okay, come on. There's an elevator right over here.
Wait. I don't trust anything right now. If something like a spider
What do you mean?
head
Be
comes after us,
faster.
at least there's multiple doors through these stairs, right? Come on, let's go this way.
Okay, you're probably
Okay.
right.
Come on, let's go. So far so good.
Keep your eyes peeled. Watch it behind us.
Yeah. Oh, ooh. Okay, don't need to keep me peeled for too
Whoa.
long.
What are those things? These things are so creepy.
Yeah.
They're not moving. They're just
It does seem okay. I thought that maybe the alternate that was like the Huggy Wuggy at the start of this episode, or near the beginning, was trying to pretend to be just a regular cardboard cutout to throw them off the scent and catch them off by surprise later. But it almost seems like that the alternates have like an inactive state, like they can't actually maintain their movement for a long time. That could be why they're so slow, because they're trying to preserve the energy that they have left. It could also be why they only kill one at a time, so they can go off and rest, because they've just exerted their powers in some way. That might be... I don't know, I might be onto something there. An in-universe reason for a lot of the conveniences we've had so far. Doesn't explain the waking up at the shed at the beginning of the episode, but explains most other things, I would say.
ending.
I don't like them at all. They're
And explain
mannequins,
this,
but
too.
still.
Or alternatively, the other alternative is the fact that the Huggy Wuggy one was pretending to be inanimate, and they're also pretending to be inanimate here, but they just happen to choose a form that is animate to most people, and they haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, this place is giving me the creeps.
Oh, come on.
Okay, the dolls don't scare me as much, but just keep moving. Let's move fast and keep going.
I do like how the
It's getting
dolls are like
worse.
the lesser
Maybe
of-
we should turn
No.
back. I don't know.
No, we've come too far. We can't go back.
Although, why would there be dolls at a TV station? That's less likely. So I feel like these ones would be alternates.
Now. Alright, let's keep going. I have no choice. Oh, they're on the wall. Wonderful.
Oh, they're on the
Especially that
ceiling
one.
now?
Yeah.
The bushes and everything.
Okay.
Oh,
We must be getting close to...
Travis, quiet. Travis, be quiet.
Okay, it's not moving. Let's just get
I
past
know,
it.
just keep. Oh, why is it worse?
Okay, maybe not that way. Ugh.
Travis.
Okay, that makes me think of like the abandoned hospital. Oh, hello, Aphmau head. I paused right before it was going to scare potentially. Yeah, there's I think I mentioned this last time about like the realistic reactions of Kion when Auronplay like locked him in an abandoned hospital. I made that comparison last episode. And yeah, like the final moment was actually I didn't say this before, but he was supposed to go up a set of stairs with a bunch of different actors in costume for like these these monsters or something, and he just like didn't go up there. He ran back, broke a door down, and just ran outside.
I think we have to use the elevator now.
What do we do? At least that's not moving. If we can think of a plan.
No,
Elevator! Come on, get in!
Go, move!
It's not closing!
Close it! Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta keep that NPC up if it doesn't actually
is
change.
Oh, I'm getting tired of this day!
Seriously. It's actually
You can also like just press one of the buttons like go up or down. That would also help.
getting to me too. Come on, let's make it to our floor.
Okay.
Let's be prepared for anything, okay?
Okay, let's just open this up and it won't open.
Oh, it's stuck. Oh no.
Glad you grabbed that.
Got it. Hello? Hello, anyone here?
See her.
Casey? Hello, we're at the top floor.
See her. Wait, Aphmau, there's someone there. Sir, help us out. Wait a second.
Oh. I think they're
He
dead.
doesn't have a head.
No, he doesn't. He's the guy from the broadcast too.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no!
No.
Oh, how do you know that?
I don't like this!
It looks like the alternate got in here
But hey, no
too.
more broadcast, I guess.
This really is the end of the world.
He was far too cheerful about the whole endeavor, so it makes sense for him to, have died carelessly.
Isn't it?
No, not
Wait, who
yet.
died?
As long as we're alive.
What are you doing?
We have.
Who died?
Oh, well, they found the body of the headless. They found the headless body of the person in charge of the broadcast, and I said, "Nah, he was too jovial. He wasn't careful enough. Of course, he died."
Jesus, maybe Casey's still in here somewhere. It's our only chance.
I feel like
Okay,
did a major
guess.
character die again?
We need to figure this out.
More camera
Lobby's
footage.
there.
Aphmau really likes
The
the camera
elevator's good,
footage
too.
aesthetic. She's really yearning back from those FNAF days.
Nothing in the hallway.
Apparently, that was a Mandela catalog thing as well, according to Ghosty. These ones don't detect alternates, but I feel like it's safe to suggest that they're everywhere.
It's just the creepy mannequins.
Where?
Back here up.
Oh no!
That
No!
one.
No! 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 No!
Oh no! Oh god! Oh god!
I
She's
don't like that
coming!
alternate. Oh no!
How did it get
What are we gonna do, Aphmau?
The only thing that we can do, we have to send out a broadcast for help.
Man.
Can't believe it. Why isn't Casey here?
There's a
It's
Casey
fine.
doll in the
Come on,
corner.
we just need a broadcast again. Just
We have
let people
Casey
know.
at home. We have Casey at
I
home.
think we have enough
Oh
I don't-
god.
Yeah, we got to set up a broadcast. Yeah, and send it out to everyone, not just like turning on the cameras. Yeah.
Don't know, but we need to do something, okay?
Okay.
We need to make this work, and we need to bring people together. Just get ready to hit record.
Okay, yeah, ready.
Please
You
work,
good?
Please work. Please work.
Wait.
It's Casey. Aphmau, over here. Where?
Wait.
I'm in the corner. I'm the Casey doll.
Casey.
That would be an amazing callback to her intro in Minecraft Diaries.
Wait.
Aphmau! Look!
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Aphmau, help me! Aphmau, it's so dark! Aphmau! You lured us here, you monster!
Aph, what are we?
Wow, Casey. Casey sounds even higher pitched than usual.
No! I have an idea. I'm gonna lure it over here, okay?
What?
Come on this way!
Okay, I see.
Hit it!
Yeah.
That worked!
What are these
Here,
dolls
record.
made out of? I
Okay,
swear.
let's do this.
Help! Please! If anyone can hear us, we're humans surviving and we're the radio. You're not a hawker. Please, band together and please!
Yes, we must get together and fight back. Throw dolls. Throw all the dolls you possibly can. Prefer
Hey, you know your little sister's doll?
Fabric are your solution. Fabric
You know-
finals are your...
You know your little sister's doll? You know her Barbie that she loves? Chuck it at them! Grab it and chuck it! Steal them.
That's how Nekoet enters the series. She becomes the savior of mankind.
She's like, me and my dolly will kill you all! Yeet!
like how they felt the need to just keep the alternate in the background, like the point wasn't already made. And hey, you know, Aaron was once again riled up by it by an impromptu broadcast. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Am I right, Season 6 viewers?
Oh.
Have you noticed that snow kind of looks like vanilla ice cream?
Wow, this is a tone change. This
Doesn't
this
taste
is a
like
tone
ice cream.
change.
Ice cream, you scream.
No. That does actually also call back to Season 6. Remember, like, the clip? Like the moments that they like, fade to black in the middle of the scene, and then Aphmau would come on and be like, hey guys, Jess here. Well, we're selling, I don't know, plushes and hoodies and a bunch of stuff. At least it's at the end now compared to the middle.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, I feel like this is kind of interrupting the tone a little bit too much. I kind of wish at least the merch ads were a little scarier. Like, you could at least try put a filter on the screen. I don't know, something. Jesus.
Check out our scary merch.
We all scream for ice cream.
They're all screaming, I guess.
Let me try. Ah! Yeah.
Oh, I love them scream. I love all their screams. Their screams are not grating at all.
My name is Mr. Mimia. Also the perfect treat.
Yeah, I definitely cannot imagine a bunch of parents being subjected to that when their children see this.
And they come in
If they got this far in the video, because again, attention span.
all sorts of sizes.
God.
Scoop up my new ice cream collection today, available at stores near you. Which flavor will you find inside? Grab yours at Amazon, Walmart, Target, Meijer, and Smith's in the UK. Thanks.
Ew, the UK. Gross.
That's okay. That was clever. Scoop up our merch. Yeah. All right. I get it. All right. Okay. All right. Well,
I feel
guess
I
in
don't.
conclusion, I feel like I might have like hit the nail on the head actually as to why I'm enjoying this significantly more than you are, because I had that idea of the like adventure map combined with roleplay, but it just in general reminds me a lot of not so much the horror maps from back in the day, because those always end up, you know, being much more apocalyptic, or I think much more barren as well, because they keep up they were more about like the build up and turn to like one big scare at the end. But just the adventure maps and like it kind of like it takes me back a lot to like those types of videos, and that might be why I'm recalling that, and I'm thinking like, oh yeah, this actually is something that, you know, I've been able to get into in the past, and, you know, while it doesn't quite work here on the foundations of, you know, the other adventure maps, they have like the leeway because people are just playing themselves, reacting to what's going on, then cracking jokes about the setup sometimes, or occasionally like giving into it. It really depended, honestly. Fun fact that the first time I ever heard the word Thanos was actually in like 2012 watching Herobrine's Mansion. There you go. But yeah, like you know. So and also, I forgot to mention this, Aiden. You weren't here when I came to this conclusion. From all the alternates being inanimate toward you know, until they like have like a moment like spring into action, it seems to me like they have limited energy. That's why they move so slow, and that's why they only kill once at a time, because they need to rest up. They have that if they use their powers for whatever like time, or like use like their changed forms, they need to rest up, so it's impractical for them to continue to attack, because otherwise you might end up, you know, being in the scenario that they've been in before, where they've ended up being barbecued and exploded and whatnot. Maybe that's also why Michi's scream was not so as effective. I don't know. A few times, or that was just a power that was independent of the scream. The scream was the sound that the alternate just makes in the first place, and it had some other, you know, power that emitted from itself, and that was detached from the scream. It explains most things. It doesn't explain the dream sequence or like the animation from the beginning, but it kind of makes me think like, okay, everything else sort of falls into place if you think about it from that perspective.
I just don't think the alternates in this show seem to flip-flop between a real threat and a non-threat, and I hate it sometimes. Because like they end up going from like really threatening to they're easily duped. You know, it's like I don't know. I just kind of wish the alternates were
Yeah,
consistently a threat and consistently, because okay, comparing this to like a zombie apocalypse, zombies in general aren't meant to be intelligent. The alternates have some form of intelligence, maybe not a lot of intelligence, but they do actually have intelligence compared to something like zombies. You know, so the alternate should be a consistent threat versus zombies can like flip flop back and forth because they're just kind of looking for their next meal, walking around. They're not really intelligent in any meaningful way, besides all get together and eat people together. You know, it just kind of sucks because like at least the threat aspect could be explored better in the show. You know, having them be a consistent threat because sometimes I just feel like a non-threat because plot armor or because you know the characters don't need it or they don't feel like doing a fight scene or whatever. You know, I don't know. It just doesn't work for me sometimes. I mean, I guess maybe if I was like 6, maybe this would be scary. If I was like 7, I could see the horror aspect. I'm not a child though, and like it's not doing anything to scare me personally. So it's not working, and I don't know. I mean, I don't get because Aphmau on a certain level to do a season 2 of the show has to have some sort of affinity for the show. But just off season 1 so far, I don't really see where that affinity for the show comes from. You know?
Well, you said before that she seemed to, you know, that aside from the cameras, maybe like missing the FNAF, you know, aesthetic or something. You know, she did have that FNAF show, which honestly I feel like I probably should have checked out more today than the other one. It would have saved a lot of actual time. But that's neither here nor there. So so yeah, she just kind of like enjoys this kind of thing. You know, like the analog horrors that we've seen in the past of, you know, like the times that Siren Head has shown up or something. Like, yes, a lot of these things are trending topics anyway, but they are trending topics specifically that Aphmau's been exposed to and seems to, like, you know, enjoy on some level, I would have thought. And especially to dedicate more time to this idea, especially if your what you said was true and this did underperform based on her expectations, then yeah, like at some level, yeah, there are some things she's gonna enjoy. And also in terms of like mismatching different things like Poppy's playtime, the back rooms and such, you know, but she feels like she took the aspects that would have worked in conjunction with each other to some degree, or at least in the context of this episode. You know, it might not be a through line overall because they kind of seem like one and done situation, but yeah, you compare it to fanfics before. I personally have written a few fanfics that are crossovers of materials to varying degrees of success. All the time they just fell apart, and that was a lesson I had to learn at that point. But yeah, like the lesson you do learn in those ones is that things don't cross over unless you pick and choose which parts would work with each other. You can't just like try to keep like salvage everything because the rules of different universes are going to clash with each other. And I feel like that's something that Aphmau probably we know that Aphmau used to write fan fiction, so.
I mean, maybe
so that's something that she probably like had in her back pocket to some degree.
This show, especially to me, feels what's the word? Like lacking depth itself. Like this show to me feels very paper thin. Despite the show, in theory, being how long's the show being? It's like 116 minutes for the 4 episodes, and then you add 40 minutes, so 200 minutes. The show is approximately 200 minutes long. Maybe slightly more, slightly less, give or take, you know, because it's like 43, 44, you know, minutes, you know, give or take. And
just shy of 3.5 hours. Okay.
So with that much runtime, though, you think from a realistic standpoint, a show like this would have a bit more depth to it? I mean, I guess it's on the main channel, and the main channel is kind of not really has a lot of depth nowadays. But still, even with a show of this nature, I'm kind of looking for more depth. And I feel like we don't really get that. I mean, you kind of get a mild amount more depth when we like start to reach like the finale of season 1. But that's not much more depth. We're still swimming in kiddie pool levels of depth, unfortunately. Very surface level.
Mm-hmm.
And like for a show like this, I still want some level of
I would
depth.
understand that for the first couple episodes, but yeah.
Well, I mean, we're already about halfway through. Well, we're 2/5 of the way through, so we're slightly under half, but we're almost halfway through the show.
Will be halfway through. Yeah,
we're almost. We're through part.
The
we're
first
through
season anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, we're through part of it, and you know, also my whole thing if episode 1 got to kind of hook you, or at least give an interesting hook. Like I talked about Fallen Angel earlier in the stream, but with Fallen Angel episode 1, I try to give at least a semi-interesting hook for episode 1 to get people hooked into the show, to set up why you'd want to check out episode 2 onwards.
I did the same thing with the Mutant Girl. I established. Yeah, I did the same thing with Mutant Girl. I established all of the important characters. There's the new antagonist right at the very end, and the possible budding of the new status quo. So yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like episode 1 of this show, for example, doesn't do a good enough job, at least theoretically, hooking everyone to being like, oh, I want to see where these characters go forward. I don't know. And I mean, and you know what? If the character, if they don't want to go hyper focus on character and development wise, maybe the Aphmau could theoretically develop the situation more, add more complexities to it. But the situation itself doesn't feel very much more complex, especially through the rest of the season. It doesn't feel like that complexity of the season really, the complexity of the situation just grows to the point where it's like, if you skipped every episode up to episode 5, you would be completely lost, you know? Like, wow, the situation is so much more evolved and different and complex.
I guess we'll hopefully determine that when we get to episode 5.
Yeah.
For the first 2 episodes now, I feel like they are as complex as they need to be honest, because there's still the lingering mystery of like the alternates themselves, that like their very nature, why they're not behaving like a pattern that you can identify, because they are supernatural creatures. There'll be some intelligence they're working with that we're not familiar with at this point. And we have a rotating roster of characters. I feel like episode 1 handled that a bit more better than this one did, but in general, still applies. So I feel like that I don't really need more complexity at this point in the series. It's vibing with its locations, with the setup that it had in episode 1, and it's kind of, I think it's trying to amp up the tension. Maybe not so much. Maybe that's where it comes a little bit short, but it tried at the very least. So I don't know. I feel like overall I preferred episode 1, just slightly to this one, but I mean, by no means am I guess pulling out my hair out of this situation. That partly might be because of my experience with watching adventure map content and building a few of them myself from way back in the day. But yeah, I'm still, I'm not gonna call this terrible. I'm not gonna call it that good either.
I don't know. I mean, for something that got the main channel, got the Aphmau story channel treatment, I don't know. I feel like going back to Memory Tales, as much as some of those episodes have their issues with exposition, especially, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I was like, even just going back to watching Memory Tales episode 1 and 2, there are just so much endearing parts of those episodes, that even if there are moments where I'm like, wow, this is awful.
Shows from that time period,
out
of the shows in that time period, Memory Tales was one of the stronger entries. Maybe not the strongest, but one of the stronger ones.
But I don't know, even then, even some of my frustrations with like FC University, I still am generally not pulling out my hair. I'm more disappointed by the finale, or at least the latter half of that show, or like the last few episodes, and how they decide to end things. but but like S University as a show itself, I think it's pretty decent. It's just kind of middle of the road. It just only becomes really middle of the road and kind of gets hurt because of its last leg of the story that it tries to tackle, which unfortunately, which is a weird,
the last quarter / fifth is really weird. Yeah,
which is a weird pitfall some
it
Aphmau
had the
shows go
opposite
into.
effect to season 4. It had the opposite effect to Emerald's Secret, where because where Emerald's Secret had 12 extremely mediocre episodes and 5 exceptional ones, the Falcon University had like 20 something really enjoyable episodes and like I don't know 5 to 7 of them that just kind of like derailed the whole thing.
Yeah,
And people remember those last bits, and like that's why Emerald's Secret is so beloved, even though honestly it's comparatively boring to Falcon University when you look at them as a full package.
I don't know. It's like one of those things.
That's a hill that's a lot I've been dying on for like 3 years at this point, ever since we reviewed them. But anyway,
I don't know. I mean, I just want more substantial stuff. Also, with a show like this, my issues is I'm not getting into any of the characters here. The characters are very flat and surface level. Versus even if you go back to Mermaid Tales, like Mermaid Tales, I feel like I'm able to even just with the even if you're just taking like episode 1, episode 2, I'm able to get way more invested with just purely those 2 episodes with the characters than anything in there.
Yeah.
Like I'm not really invested with them. I feel like the character in this show I have the most investment for is Aphmau, but even then that's questionable because I feel like Aphmau herself hasn't did anything too noteworthy or noteworthy enough to get me invested. It's kind of like the Aaron effect, where it's like I didn't like Diaries Aaron.
She's been fulfilling her My Street role.
Yeah,
fulfilling her My Street role of keeping everyone sane and together.
Yeah, but it's like
initiative.
But also, it's like I'm describing it like the effect of Diaries Aaron. Like I didn't like Diaries Aaron very much, and I didn't really like My Street season 1 Aaron. I started getting invested with him starting with Phoenix High season 1 and My Street season 2, and then Time Diary season 3 rolled around. I was invested with Aaron and I actually cared about him. But how much of that was my investment with Aaron, MCD Aaron as a character, or as much as my investment with Aaron as a concept or general vibe? It's like that. Where it's like technically it's coming from other places, not the main one. Yeah.
Yes, we understand. I guess going back to that, because you mentioned before, that like your disappointment in terms of the character of Kim. Like, yeah, I do share with that, and even though it only lasted 2 episodes, it's like I'm glad it didn't carry over into anything.
Oh, it could have been worse. Could have been all 5 episodes.
Yeah, I feel like that was one of your least favorite, or beyond that into season 2, in theory.
Oh, that would have been even worse.
In terms of that, but you compare that to like your other like versions of like Server Kim, particularly, not even just like Maestro Kim and such, but Server Kim, being like so out of character compared to this. But then of course you have to look at things like Mermaid Tales and how those ones, like, they deliberately rewrote all the characters into like what they became. I mean, Zane was practically unrecognizable to a certain degree. Not in every aspect, but
I mean, he's intelligent.
That's over from Mermaid Tales. Yeah, I said practically. There are some vague similarities, but like not really beyond that. But it works because again those characters like exist within the world. That's why I say like Aphmau doing new characters and such is actually might be beneficial. A side effect of, I guess, like, axing all of them off in alternates is that, will force her to get a bit more creative. You never know. But yeah, like, that's partly why I think those things work in terms of, like, and why I'm not so bothered by, this version of Kim, because it is, for lack of a better word, an alternate version of the character that we don't ever need to see again. If people didn't like, for say, like, if people, for whatever reason, didn't like Crab Zane, he's amazing, by the way, but if people didn't like
he's
that
amazing.
Zane, they don't need to see him beyond Mermaid Tales. Yeah. But that's what I mean. If people didn't like, I guess Nana-chan, for example, then she's barely in it, so whatever. People were a fan of Prince Charming in A Royal Tale. That show lasted very little time, so it's gone.
Yeah, that show is kind of underwhelming.
Experimentation within those like certain characters, it doesn't. I'm not trying to get into that right now, but just like specifically from like those examples or like any others, that's what you do have the freedom to do in terms of getting like other versions of characters. I don't know how much. I mean, you probably might have experimented a little bit of that with like the Aidenverse back in the day, because you also used like alternate versions of different characters in different shows.
I mean,
I don't know how different they were to each other, but
yeah,
by virtue of having different backstories, they would be evolved differently.
Yeah, I do kind of plan on bringing back a similar idea for that when I start making more stuff but yeah, I guess.
I mean,
but even
that's
but even then, acknowledging the fact that these are different versions of them or alternate versions of them, I feel like that also shows part of the problem of why I think it also kind of hurts it, because this show didn't give us, at least treated us from an audience perspective or a viewer perspective, as if we should just go along with the flow or should know these characters in a certain way or a certain level, where it's like, okay, Aphmau, Kim, and Zane are here. You know them. Anyways, so they're in this world, versus giving us scenes and time and giving us some more just individual moments to get to know each of them and develop them each individually in like a way that this show just kind of, it's just like, Kim, Zane, Aphmau, Pierce is here. He's different. The character's gonna acknowledge that. You're not gonna know how he's different, but he's different than normal, apparently. And Caitlin, Travis, they're here. Casey, staying with Zane probably. I don't know. Oh, Michi, she's awful. Anyways, okay, and just acting in like rather
this to Night of the Living Cats.
Yeah.
I compared it to Night of the Living Cats at one point, because that's an example of, because like Night of the Living Cats, as much as that's absolutely non-canon.
It's definitely not canon.
It used like the season 3 My Street versions of the characters that we already were familiar with. So I suppose in that aspect, that's true. Maybe it's because of the server ones, since they already have variations amongst themselves, and they're always introduced in like different, like maybe not always in different living spaces, but they're people
slightly different contexts.
Between yes, this is like the version of them. This is the version where I guess they're the Gotcha family, or this is the version where like half of them are wolves and half of them are vampires. That kind of thing.
This is the version where Aphmau's on a one block with them.
Trained into just saying like, okay, yes, there you go. So. This is the version where Soda Pop is slowly rising in the world. That's a recent video, by the way. That's
it's dumb.
So
it's just from a writing
you get my point. Like, people are used to seeing them in different contexts, so I guess now that's become the standard to some degree. So they're used to being like, okay, they know each other through this particular method, or they're just neighbors in this one, and whatever. I guess now the laissez-faire attitude has sort of like seeped in, and that's where it came from. It's more of a symptom of a larger problem overall, rather than just like from the show itself.
Yeah, it's just, and that's why I really can't get into these versions, because we're not properly exploring each of them in a different, I don't know, we're not really exploring them, and I don't like that. Because I love alternate versions of characters. Yeah, I do love alternate universe. Yes. Just give me
itself, the show. Yeah,
I love exploring characters.
Yeah, I'm fond of them as well. Even though people might not appear so because of how I handle the Butterverse, but I like a good alternate timeline every now and then. But the alternates itself was an opportunity to explore those characters, like have them a bit more like from an actual serious perspective, rather than like, this is like episodic, we're going to, like a lot of stuff is going to be reset afterwards. It was a chance to, I guess, continue whatever like version of the characters they actually had in this one and keep them going. And then, unfortunately, because of how they're all being axed off, they don't get a chance to marinate in that. So it's, you know, kind of that concept is kind of nipped in the bud before it's even able to explore. So that, I will say, is a missed opportunity in the series, because, you know, people aren't around for long enough for us to enjoy them. Because you know, with horror, they gotta die, I suppose. Which isn't true, by the way. That's a long held belief of mine. I know that, you know, classic thing of Jacob, like, no, not axing off characters because, you know, haha, whatever. But it's a long held belief of mine. I remember when I was in primary school, and we got a Halloween project where we were supposed to team up and you know, in I think it was mostly like trios or something, and write a Halloween story, and it was required to feature everyone in the class, and then we would eventually, like, you know, share them and read them out in front of the class itself, in the movie room that we had. Not an actual movie room, it was just like a random projector in like a very small area. Don't think it wasn't a fancy school by any means. But yeah, for us it was like, well, for me it was like a huge deal of like, yes, I get it to write a story and I perform in front of people. And also Adley was in my team, incidentally. But yeah, like the idea was, and everyone, all the other groups, with the exception of my friend Antonio, who was, I think, working by himself, and he did a comic instead of a story. But yeah, like, everyone else, their stories all revolved around, okay, we're in a haunted house, there's some like lingering threat, and everyone started like being like axed off, as if everyone was convinced that was the only way to make a scary story, is if they had, you know, everyone like be killed off like one by one, except for usually the final group consisting of whichever people had written the story we were listening to. It got very, very repetitive, and I knew that was going to happen. So, you know, I said, let's not, you know, kill off all of our friends. Let's actually have them like live through these experiences, or like show them, or have them be like cameos or something, or just like, okay, this is like their role in the story or whatever. I did actually have a nearly headless Alberto, which was the younger brother of one of the classmates who had recently turned in a really bad project to one of our English teachers, and he said he was going to kill him as a joke. So I was like, oh yeah, okay, he's a ghost in this story. Aside from that, you know, it kept everyone alive. Had like a, you know, a twist reveal that, you know, John Hallow, the person who Halloween was named after, was coming after them for some reason, and we had to escape his mansion and defeat him somehow. I eventually got like outvoted by Adri and the other team member we had. There were like 4 deaths at the very end, very cheap shots where, you know, it's written in blood, you know, next Halloween I'll be back, because that's 4 words in Spanish. And so there were eventually like a few deaths at the very end. It was like, we've already finished the story, let's wrap it up. Okay, no, I guess we'll do sequel bait for the sequel we're never going to write. so yeah, my point being, you know, a scary adventure can exist if people have the threat of death and want to survive, but they're going to encounter some scary things, especially for a children's story, actually. That, you know, I guess I'll bring up Harry Potter now, I suppose. The threats from the first half of the Harry Potter series compared to the second half are very different, to some degree. You know, Voldemort aside. You know, you have in the first few years you have monsters of different descriptions. You know, like some sort of like, you know, very like defined fugitive. You think, you know, very like black and white stuff. That, you know, like are typical threats of, you know, when you're a child, of like, you know, childhood adventures, compared to the political drama, you know, like actual like, you know, torture and, you know, death and despair and all of that other stuff that came from the later part of the series. So, this show that actually does, you know, involve a bunch of, you know, monsters and the threat of death could have involved much more survival in theory. That might have actually like helped them out with, you know, going back to the circling back to where it all started from, the characters, let them exist for longer, let us enjoy their versions of them, and let us enjoy how they evolve from one episode to the next rather than being reset all the time. Food for thought. And speaking of food, I want to go and get some now, so let's wrap up the stream, shall we?
Yes. Leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters. And if you actually like the alternates, I'd like to hear why. Because I don't understand. I really don't. I would literally I actually do want to know, because I don't understand. Like,
and if you grew up with the venture maps and that's the reasoning, I'd love to know as well. So yeah,
well, I don't know if the younger audience would have grown up with adventure maps. Maybe the older audience would have, but you know.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm wondering if the older audience that also watch my content specifically would have that crossover. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But for now, until next time, farewell.